Doing well.
And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 89. So I told you guys that last week, because Savage Dad was going to be out of town, we weren't going to be able to have the show on Tuesday, because normally we have this kind of show on Tuesdays and Sundays, but if he has to basically travel for work, then we have to kind of push it to Thursday, and then also maybe potentially have the show still Sunday. So I'm still hoping to have the show on Sunday because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But no, we have some insane, epic banger topics to go over for you guys today. Master Swag King Comics and Manga, my dedicated comic book channel, hit 100 subscribers. So thank you guys for your support over there. I know you guys liked when I was able to finally put out consistent content. And the reason why I waited a little bit to do that was because I wanted to basically build up enough content so I could just basically release it in a more of a consistent form. So if you go through the channel's history and you see like a gap there of like maybe a month before I upload, that's not intentional. I just had to basically build up content to release to you guys. And basically starting this month, going into 2025, we are going to be, well, just myself personally, I am going to be a lot more consistent and getting content out in a much shorter time frame. So no like long breaks without pre-recorded videos anymore. I'm fully gonna be a top G Riz master, as people know. So I know you guys like when we do the comic book reviews together, and as you guys know, if he's not here, then I can just do them alone by myself, with just flipping through the pages like I did with the other comic book reviews. The next ones we're going to do, so people know the next ones are well, since you already read Phenomenova, we'll do Phenomenova #1. That's Von Coleman's book. Then we're going to do Heroic Tales #1. Then after that, depending on if I've read the Ripazine #2 in that time frame, we could do that, but that one I could also do myself. And then after that, we're going to do the Horseman. And then after that, since it's the holiday season, if I get Batman Silent Night, the Christmas trade paperback that I ordered, if I can get that in around this month, then we'll do it then. But if not, we could just also upload it, come January as well. So yeah, man. What's up, dude? How you doing, dude? Oh, I think he's muted. Wow. Well, that was a epic intro. Oh, well, he's got so much he wants to say, but he's just muted. He was just ready to fire off and just consistently go off on EBS.
There we go.
Oh, now you're here.
No, my mic was being a cockbag. There we go. But yeah, Phenomenova was a good read. It's gonna be, it's not gonna be a fast review. It's not a fast read in a bad way, but it was like a very smooth read. Like Dean Cain, American Lawman, was just like you could just bang it out, get a good read through, a good story that just flows. That's how Vaughn's book was. So I think that's going to be a real smooth, easy review. It's good. I'm looking forward to the second book. I can't wait to get a hold of that. I've been splurging a lot on the old holiday comics because I'm kind of a sucker for it.
Oh,
so
God.
whenever they drop some, you'll see me pick some up.
As people know, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And maybe on stream, I'll wear a Santa hat. No, I'm not wearing that. That's actually kind of gay. But as you guys know,
somewhere.
I did end up sending Chaz his monitor for his new PC that he actually got. So I wanted to make sure I thanked him for his years of being dedicated to the channel and helping out a lot with the content. And you guys don't know, Chaz comes in very, very handy with the League of Legends podcast. Like literally without him, for the latter part of like whenever he started coming on and he started knowing what League is and started involving himself with more of the community, we wouldn't have the show. So I truly do want to thank Chaz for doing that for the show, and we're able to do it when the season's going on, and it's an epic time. Let's just say that. And the reason why you guys haven't been seeing a new episode in that show recently is because there's just no League news to really talk about. We do have plans for, I think, one more episode, but kind of basically until the season starts, we really, really can't do anything. But as far as like, comic book reviews, as you guys know, my time is very valuable, and I have a lot of plans that I want to do, and we're just gonna make sure going into 2025 we're just a lot more consistent with them. That's all we really have to do. A lot of people think like, well, if I edit my video better than that guy's video, it's gonna do better. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is consistency. If you're consistently putting out content that is actually just serviceable and good, you're gonna get people that's going to subscribe to your channel. That's the best advice I can offer anyone. And Tiny's gift. So someone else actually sent out Chaz and Tiny's gifts initially, and then I forgot the other gift to send out at that moment in time. So I just went and sent the other one out today. So she got her gifts, and I gave Chaz gifts. So I gave a black man and a Jew gifts. So does that make me racist? See, that's how it really turned out.
Yeah, probably.
Good Lord.
I don't know.
I told Tiny I was going to send her a dildo of Aaron Taylor Johnson in that fashion, but
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's Tiny's jam. That's just my guess, though.
I forgot she can't take pain, so jerking off is not really can't really be her thing.
God, women don't really jerk it.
More like finger inserts, more like rubbing.
Maybe I don't know, dude. Every lady has her own style, bro. So.
Remember our good friend?
Man, my hair is fucked.
Remember our good friend, Mandy Summers, that stupid bitch. So if you guys don't know the history of me and Mandy, literally we didn't do anything wrong. That's the funniest thing. We actually didn't do anything wrong.
Did she come into the chat one day?
No. I want to show you this really quickly.
I think she just chain blocked us, dude, because of someone.
All we did was just go over Student of God's post about her. We didn't even say it was true. We didn't know. It came out literally as he dropped the information.
Yeah.
We saw that as it was unfolding. So we weren't like what's that word? Conspiring. Like nothing happened. We literally just read the information and watched some of the clips that he put together. We didn't say she did anything. We didn't say she was a bad person. None of that. We didn't even.
No, dude, that was all blamed on EVS for putting that shit out there. I mean, dude, it was undoubtedly him that released all that information, that's done all that shit.
And then she went and blocked us. I didn't do anything wrong.
It's because we pointed out that it was him. And let's face it, dude, chicks like that, they like attention like that. She wants to be seen as these. They gotta abuse it while they're young enough for anybody to care about it, man. Because when they end up old and single and nobody gives a shit anymore.
Could you guys believe this?
It's done.
Well, I don't want to have her real name up there. I'm not like that. But this is Mandy Summers right here. Because up there, the reason why I scrolled down is because it shows her I'm not the kind of person. This is Mandy's Gem Shock issue #1 that is in demand or whatever. It's still not been fulfilled. Still in demand, still not fulfilled, still not printed, still not refunded.
Man, she's still pretty low key for Comicsgate. I mean, if you're not doing 5 years on a book, are you even fucking Comicsgate? She needs to pump those numbers up.
What a stupid bitch. Oh my god, man. Like,
dude, I don't really care about people like her or the fucking Katie did retard. Like they're just beneath notice or care. They make books that some simps are going to wait around for because they got big old titties, and Katie did just says things that people like, and it's like both of them are just narcissistic jack-offs. Yeah, they're just a waste of time.
This is why men in nerd spaces get made like this is why men in nerd spaces get made fun of, because women like them who look really subpar for their age at that point, like they've literally hit a wall.
I don't even know how old Mandy is. Like, but the fact that there's all of this
almost 40.
That she's like out there doing this crap to get guys to do her art and her book and shit, like, and the fact that Ethan put that out and she still she wants to be a name in what, I don't know, in the internet Comicsgate indie comic space.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this.
Only has diminishing returns and diminishing fan base. Like, by all means,
you have. I wanted to bring this up
all you want,
people, because a lot of people don't remember this. Remember when EVS was getting mad at Eric July because he didn't promote other indies as much and all that stupid shit of like promotion and everything. And then EVS went like, well, I'm not going to promote people because people start backstabbing me. So basically, because EVS never holds an actual consistent like line of thinking or position,
No.
he flip flops. So Mandy was batting for EVS because she's stupid. She's a woman. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about because they're just dumb. I asked her directly.
I don't even know who she is. Where did she come from? Is she just another fan of his that suddenly has a book? And because she did,
that's what I wanted to ask her.
Somewhere?
So before she blocked and I blocked her, I asked her, why do you need promotion? Because I didn't know anything about her at the time. I just watched her YouTube channel. I was like, hey, you seem like a pretty.
I still don't know anything about her.
I told her.
I never watched her channel. I don't care.
I told her, you seem like a pretty decent person. Why couldn't you have done anything by yourself? She's like, well, without my friends, I wouldn't have really got anywhere. Guys, she hasn't released the Gymshark, but she doesn't know what
she hasn't gotten anywhere.
She hasn't gotten anywhere.
Gotten a bunch of people. She's ripped off a bunch of people for a grift. That's it. Her and the Hawk Tua girl are the same fucking person at this point.
Who did that, man? Who invested into a meme coin?
She does. You know what you gotta do? You know how you get them to do art in your book? You just gotta Hawk Tua on it. Then they'll draw your book for you. Same fucking mindset, just way lower down. Like Hawk Tua girl took the Mandy Summers like game to 11 and like ripped people off for millions.
Yeah.
And made up a whole podcast that got like actual famous people on. Mandy Summers is just somebody sucking up to Ethan Van Sciver, which is sad because he sucks on
urinal
pipes. Like, bro, did you see that meme I tossed up in chat earlier? Oh my god, that was great.
Oh, dude, the fucking shit of her when she told me, she was like, I couldn't have done anything without the people behind me. It's like, oh no, how did that age, man? Don't tell me those things.
Well, she hasn't done anything yet because she hasn't fulfilled the book. Classic comic skate. She spent the money though on what? I don't know, new tits.
Let me see. Indigo.
But when did she launch that even? Because 2022 was fulfillment.
May 11th.
Right?
May 11th, 2022 is just the date on there. I don't know if that when it launched.
Oh, I think that's supposed to be the shipment date. So God knows when she launched it.
So this is that. So that's Backer Kid. It ended over 2 years ago. I was trying to see because people said if you go to the comment section, it's just a bunch of people asking for refunds. Let me see.
You ain't getting shit, y'all.
Dude, she spent the money. There ain't no fucking money there.
There's probably a list of people about this long I would actually buy an Indiegogo from at this point, or any crowdfund comic. Like, I'm not putting my money in on unreliable sources. Like, to be completely fair, John Malin fulfilled his book. 4 pages of black ink aside, the story was mediocre and not worth waiting a decade to finish 3 issues of it. Just not. I would rather and have spent the money on, and you can call me a mainstream cuck all you want, but like Batman Noel, this is kind of fun. This has been interesting. It's a retelling of
what's that?
Basically Charles Dickens' A Christmas. Batman Noel.
I've never heard of that. Wow, I will buy that immediately. Dude. It looks really cool.
Dude, it's on Amazon right now for $17. It's a retelling of basically Charles Dickens' Christmas story. But with Batman, he's hunting down the Joker, and it's good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as Batman's Silent Night thing. Like that was old comics fun. That's why we should review it. But like Christmas stories, this is where I'll spend money on shit that's actually at least entertaining. Like what Malin had to put out, just
but quality, wait 5 years because we're gonna beat.
Well, yeah, and I didn't even wait as long as most, but that took forever to come out.
Yeah,
and then
that was from 2021 until now.
Isn't finished fulfilling.
Rainbow the Brute's not coming out.
Nobody's got. Yeah, that's just not happening. I said after he started all of that shit, if we got to the end of the year and he still didn't fucking ship that book, he's fucking done. As far as I'm concerned, he's just about fucking done now. Like, seriously, people should put a moratorium, even on our level, about even fucking discussing EVS, because he cannot even be called a current comic creator anymore. He's like a completely untalented Stan Lee at this point. Like he just isn't putting anything out. Rainbow the Brute is not going to ship until he finishes getting as much out of those toys as he can, so he can pay for printing the book. And I don't even know how those toys are doing.
He's launched like 3 or 4 different campaigns just randomly. So one for Hellfant, Fearsome,
Yep.
the Cyberfrog 3. Well, that's what I launched before. So he launched the Rainbow the Brute toys, Hellfant, Fearsome. He launched one for another like Warts and All book. So it's a hardcover
Again?
this time instead of a page. Yeah, this time it's a hardcover, and it's gonna have this is gonna be the more complete 90s version of Cyberfrog. I don't get it.
Yeah, he's grasping at straws to get as much money as he can because he's running out. And it sounds like he's got an impending divorce, so
that sounds good. I mean, just being honest here, if you're a woman and you chose EVS to be your partner in marriage, I wouldn't take your opinion seriously on anything, honestly. Because women are just perpetually bad at choosing partners. They're just really horrible at doing it. Like, if you look at women, for the most part, they're really bad at choosing people. Like, no offense to her, I've never met this woman, but literally, if he's your partner, I know you're bad at picking dudes. That's not even like a question in my mind. You know,
I don't do. That's just what I know. I heard that somewhere. Like, that's why he was kind of out getting drunk and smoking crack, because his life is unraveling in front of him, and that's why he spends all fucking day bitching about another man. Could you imagine that? Like, being a man and like all you have to talk about to anybody is another more successful man. Like, really?
Here is Gem Shock issue number 1 by Miss Mandy Summers. 100K, I don't know how many, 1,000 plus backers, 115K. Guys,
that looks like an attempted self-insert. Look at it. She wants it to be her.
How is this not a ripoff of Emma Frost from Marvel?
It looks like a little bit of an Emma Frost ripoff. It's being very revealing, so it's kind of like what they did with Witchblade back in the day, where it was just the little suit things covered up the nips, and like it's all
what
generic.
The hell?
Nothing about this
looks
is interesting.
Like just literally Emma Frost. I'm sorry, it's not even.
That's who Mandy Summers wants to look like too. Blonde with big tits.
A little too late for that. Let's go over to some of the comments here. I just want to go down to the comments because people said the comments are just nothing but asking for refunds. This art looks like pretty meh, for being completely honest here too. I don't know who did the art here. It looks okay.
Yeah, who did she show that all to online to do art? I mean, damn, she was really giving away the 2 fingers for that.
52 pages of epic 90s superhero action. This looks, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It will be like, I don't know, a 6 out of 10 if I just rated on art alone from the interiors.
It's webcomic tier art.
Trading cards, collector cases. Guys, this is the reason why.
Wow, isn't that all the shit that they like crapped on Eric July for constantly?
Yeah. Shirts, okay. So all the bullshit tiers, whatever. I'll be honest here, for anyone that's listening to me, look at this for a second here. I don't know if this book fulfilled or whatever, but I would never trust women to do business with because they're not smart. They're actually just morons, if we're being completely honest here. Why would you trust a random thought you've never met before in your life with $115,000 to deliver all of this?
I mean, I'm sure there's some perfectly capable women out. In all honesty, politics aside, like Gail Simone managed to put books out back in her early time. She wrote a good run on Deadpool. Her early Birds of Prey stuff wasn't bad. Like, she was able to do it. Mandy Summers isn't an artist, though. She's a grifter. I don't know who she is. What has she ever done before that wasn't this random crap online? It's not like she's some disaffected.
Here's an update she put out in November. So she put out an update last month, closing down in 2 weeks to go to print. This has been for 2 years. You're just going to print now?
That post?
Yeah, she made this basically about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we'll see.
She made it about 8 days before Thanksgiving.
So weeks. So it's gone to print. Has it come back from being printed?
Earliest before that was August 9th. Before that was May. So pretty spotty on updating. So where's the
Well, no,
discussion around
what
this?
do those updates even have in them?
Okay, so let's see. First update in 3 months. Am I going to get all my books? Still no Vampire Hunter 2 books. This will be my last post since you don't respond to my previous post. Here's hoping we getting it soon. Look at that. Hey, Mandy, shipping before Christmas? No. I'm just going to answer that for you. No. Wondering if I will have this under my tree. Both answers, no. I just answered it for you. I'm Mandy. I saw that she put a post on X. The books are going out, but did not indicate which books. Okay. Another
Probably whatever
year,
book
it's
she's
still not
further behind on.
another year and still still nothing delivered. We really, really need an update. Thank you. She puts out very, very spotty updates as far as like timing, but she does
other updates just look like she posted a picture of the logo or some shit. I didn't even see anything in them.
Sometime last year, she told me this was at the printer. Oh my god, news at 11. Women.
No,
News
dude,
at
this
11.
isn't a women thing,
lie.
man. This is a new CG thing. This is a Comicsgate. This is like the Ethan wing of Comicsgate thing. This isn't guys like you know who actually puts their shit out and delivers. You know, that isn't guys like that. It isn't the Graham Nolans of the world. And I know Graham considers himself Comicsgate, so this isn't a dunk on him. Like, I got my books from him this year.
Look at what Zachary Todd says. This campaign is an absolute shit show and emblematic of why I will never do another crowdfund again. I backed this garbage 2 years ago while I was caught up in the indie comic fever that Eric July and the Rippaverse created. Since then, he's delivered 5 comics I've enjoyed while I'm still waiting on one from Mandy, not even going into the BS personal drama. This is a simple matter of taking money and delivering nothing. Yeah, and people got mad at Eric for bringing this up. He was the bad guy for pointing out just how lousy and how lazy some of these people are when it comes to like delivering a product that people willingly give you your money.
Dude,
that's stupid.
I think it's beyond lazy. It's a fucking Ponzi scheme.
Nope.
They get this money up front. They burn through it. They light it on.
They don't know what they're doing. They literally do not know what they're doing.
People.
Well, I don't even think they're scam artists. I think they legitimately just don't know what the hell they're doing.
No, there's plenty of them that are absolutely scamming people.
That I agree with. But
Mandy.
I think the people that we're talking about, I think they're just so beyond stupid. They don't actually know how to sufficiently get something out because they were at the part of the business where they kind of had everything done for them, right? Like Shane and EVS that were at Marvel and DC. They had other people do all this.
Oh yeah, those guys. Well, this is the thing though.
Mandy has
They've all realized
business, so she's obviously fucking retarded. So she wouldn't know what the hell.
Well, yeah, she's not from the business or anything. She's just grifting because she hangs out with these guys, you know, backstage showing them stuff. And they convinced her, hey, here you go. Here's how you make a bunch of money. It's the same thing, like even the Camelot thing right now. I don't know, like I never heard him.
He's coming out with a book too.
Beginning to make a comic. It's out. It launched.
It did. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
hopefully he delivers it in time.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm saying, you know, given his associations, I wonder. Hopefully, guys like Cecil keep him on the straight and narrow. But out of nowhere, he wants to do a comic. I'm not sure that was ever something he was interested in. But all of a sudden, you know, he's more close with Ethan. So now it's like, hey, let's put out a comic and make some money. Ethan was the one who bitched about just random creators using it as merch generators. And now that's what it is. And this is the same with Mandy. This is just merch generation. This is just her trying to move merch on something that no one's getting. And there'll be another. I bet you if she closes this one, there'll be another one of these. Excuse me. There'll be another campaign where she needs to make the money to actually get this shit printed. Like if she follows the appropriate Comicsgate schema of their, not really a Ponzi scheme, but kind of like we're going to put up an initial thing. Like Cyberfrog or whatever the fuck you want, make a shit ton of money and then be like, oh fuck, I wanted to also tackle. I'm going to make toys and put all these other posts up.
There was another random hardcover Cyberfrog book EVS put out even before Rainbow the Brood. Do you remember the Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales hardcover that came out before Rainbow the Brood? That has come
well,
out.
that's the thing. He doesn't have to do any work for that shit. And people buying that are stupid because you can get warts and all on his fucking eBay page for if he does one of his sales when he's drunk and not paying attention, you can get it for $17 like I did.
If your shit is not ready to go, then don't promote it. Don't even want this fucking comic anymore. Fuck Mandy. Fuck Comicsgate. Fuck the entire crowdfunding model. And the thing about it is Zachary's not wrong. If he ever sees this, I agree with you on everything you said. And the fact that they all demonized Eric July for pointing out any of this is ridiculous because they knew he wasn't even really talking about them. He was just talking about the problems that come with crowdfunding and how people back books and don't get them. I'm pretty sure I can tell he was not talking about them, even though they only took it that way because they know it's them that's causing these issues.
Even if he wasn't, who are the worst offenders of that? Of dropping books and leaving them for 5 fucking years?
Yeah.
Like there's the list of names I can fit in the palm of my hand here of the people who are that guilty of being that shitty on putting their books out.
Another one, another guy that used to work for EVS that does like illustrations and art. He had a comic book campaign he launched back in like 2019, 2018. It reached like 100K in funding. But then that guy ended up not filling the book. And then he currently is doing like art for Magic the Gathering cards. Another person affiliated with EVS not fulfilling their books. It's like a pattern of people that follow this guy seem to pick up on his lazy habits for some reason. Makes no sense.
Dude, that's the thing, dude. It isn't lazy habits. It's a scheme. It's how it's how he's funded his life. Think about it. You get all that money up front for like Cyberfrog 2 and now for Cyberfrog 3. Big fat pile of money. Nobody Cyberfrog 2 purchasers are still waiting for that fucking book.
I'll send you this right here.
He burns through all the money because he's bad at business and doesn't understand how to finance anything. Because he's never had to. He doesn't pay attention. And then he realizes, fuck, I finally finished drawing it 3 years later. Now I need money to get it printed because I didn't save shit at all.
I sent you that because I sent you something that I bookmarked for a future show, but that was Doug Ernest having a conversation with EVS, and just basically pulls the rug over the floor. It's just absolute beautifulness.
I've been seeing that. I haven't watched the video yet.
Doug actually follows me.
EVS got fired.
So nice. Doug Ernest, the guy that does the Soul Finder series, he follows me. So maybe I'll have him on at some point when I can get my timing good too. So we're gonna start topics here in just a moment, guys. You know how for these shows you kind of like usually grease the wheels, warm up, but it's so funny how everyone that's associated with that piece of shit is late and half scamming, or when the book does come out, it's years late. And even though, what's crazy, their fans are the worst because the fans will start parroting shit that they're saying, like, oh, you're waiting for a quality book. No, you're not. By the time, I'll be honest with you guys, and I've read
John Malin put that fucking theory to bed. Godlike was okay. Quality art, a great art book. The story, he's just ripping off Dune and Sword in the Stone.
Because that's the thing is, I've read quite a bit of indie comic books, and I'm so obviously going to read more and review them. But most of the indie comic books that I've read, guys, are I know some of these guys tout themselves as better than Marvel and DC. I don't know why Image never comes up in the conversation either. Who cares? They're about the same. It really just depends on what you're reading. Also, I've not, outside of Dean Cain, All-American Lawman that we reviewed on the channel, I've not read a single indie book that has been as good as Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers Robots in Disguise Volume 1 book. I've not read a single one that's as good as that, But that doesn't mean that indie books are bad. I think they are about, what's a scale I'd use? What's a word I'd use? An adjective. They are fine to good. Some ranging on mediocre to average. I don't think I've truly read an awful one so far, but when some of these guys are like, hey, it's better than DC, it's really not. That's just the thing that they have to say to pump themselves up. I fully get that. It's how you do business. It's just what you
It's
do.
marketing, dude.
Yeah, you have to be biased to your own products. But guys, I read quite a bit. As you guys can see on my comic channel, we do quite a bit of reviews over there. It's like, how would I say this? Deadpool and Wolverine is probably the most lackluster piece of shit we probably read this year, and I'll probably say that a good amount of indie books are better than that, at least. You know?
Oh yeah, dude. Phenomenova was way the fuck better than that Deadpool Wolverine book.
And that
This one was
3 issues.
This was pretty good, dude. This was pretty good. But like we read, not this year, but when we read Alpha Core, that was pretty good. I have little doubt that Horseman's going to be anything but good to really good, maybe great. But this is the thing. This is the mistake that even Eric July keeps making and his fans. Rippaverse isn't independent anymore. They may be independent of Marvel, DC, or a movie studio, but it is a business. It's a comic book imprint. It really doesn't fit in the indie sphere anymore. He's hiring outside writers, outside artists. Like, he is a comic book publisher.
He's what Mad Cave
now.
He's what Mad Cave, and you know how last week we went over those indie comic book publishers who were talking about like the price increase. He's what they are.
Yeah,
he's like on that tier.
Yeah.
Now if he's better
like
than them,
Antarctic Press and the rest of them, dude.
Yeah. He's about on the tier that's Antarctic Press, Titan Books, and like Mad Cave. Now, guys, what I'm saying is I'm not taking a shot. That's just me saying that he's
no. That's saying he's there at that small scale.
Yeah, that's like, actually pretty.
He isn't
huge,
dude. For the dude that took his life savings and said, "I'm going to take a shot at this." That in what 3 years now?
Because there's like
to be there. Dude, he's big enough and made enough money that like when he jokes about buying IDW
or Lamborghinis,
like, you go look at the stock price, you could kind of take that a little seriously and say, "There's a way I could see Eric July getting a loan, leveraging the business a little bit, and buying IDW's publishing business."
It wouldn't even be worth it, though. That's the thing is, they don't even make money.
Unless you got to keep Sonic, man.
It would actually be more feasible if you simply just did your own thing at that point. Because even IDW now has realized, and God, our year of 2024, hey, let's not overpay for other people's shit and we just make our own shit. Guys, I'm not shitting you. We might have to just redo that because we didn't do that as a video. We're just generally just going over our general thoughts on it. IDW literally wants to write Christian Bible comics. Okay, I don't know who made that idea up at their executive table. That person needs to be thrown out the window because no Christian wants to read modern writers' interpretation of biblical stories. No one wants that, and that would not sell very well because that doesn't sell at all. No one wants that.
It's already out there, dude. Grok Comics is already doing it, and they're not bad. The writing is quality, the art is quality, and they're doing it in a way that it's actually interesting. And I don't know that IDW has the mindset as a company to really pull that off like they do. That guy gets the Bible, and he gets what's interesting in the comic book space for superheroes. He understands how you can pull that off. Frankly, the stuff that he does there is probably some of the better kind of Christian, heavily Christian themed things that I've actually read because they're at least interesting. It's actually giving you Christian superheroes, and you've got kind of an understanding of the looming Armageddon and the end of days, but it's with superheroes. And it's like, it's interesting. And it makes a good premise that works. Whereas a lot of people who do stuff where it's just, we're going to beat you over the head with the message all day. It's no different than woke comics, dude. No one's going to really read that. You've got to have.
No one's trying to read a comic book wanting to get preached at by Christians. And I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not religious myself. And if there is religious undertones in there, that's fine. But I would not like to read a comic book where someone's preaching because that's just boring. No one's going to read that.
Like that was what was cool about Grok. It's like, here's, like the good guys. Here's basically the Antichrist. These good guy superheroes are taking on these like demon Antichrist guys to try to prevent the end of days. But they're like Christian good guy superheroes, but they're superheroes and they're also Christian. And the whole premise is at least interesting. Whereas I'm going to do 5 panels of rehearsing or regurgitating the Bible to you. That's boring. But yeah. Then you've got real indie guys like John. This is indie. This is an indie book right here. This is a dude with more long boxes than I've seen in modern comic shops, just in his house, a long-time fan of the comic book genre, of the art form, going from fan to creator and making something of his own. This is a true indie book right here. Like that $10, I have no problem with that. That's good. You got some swag in the back with some stickers and cards. I'm looking forward to getting into that, reading that, and getting a review on it. That's indie shit right there. That's like John is the future of what the indie movement is, because guys like him and guys like Vaughn are just fans of the medium who are going out there and contributing something actually decent to it. And I can already tell you the art in the book is good. I really like the art in here. Same with Vaughn's book. Good art.
Wait, Vaughn is white. You supported a white guy? How dare you, you bigot racist?
I know, right. So it's the superhero character here on this one, and he's got like little kids and all kinds of wild stuff, dude. But yeah, like you can see here, like the art in the book is good. This is good. There, turn the light off. But yeah, I really liked it. I haven't read it yet. I just flipped through. But you've got some good panels in here.
Because I know he sent it to me.
Badass.
I got the update on the email. I just haven't got the mail. James's sister hasn't brought the mailing yet. But when she does, I can get them and review them. I have Horseman. That one came in my last haul.
You need to tell James to get back from Koreatown and get that mail over, bro.
No, he's back. I would say he's black. He's Jay Biddy now.
No, not from Korea. I'm saying from Koreatown. He's out in that part of LA right now.
Before we go into our first topic, tomorrow was my birthday. We're gonna have a birthday stream at 7 p.m. PST. There's gonna be an interesting panel. It's gonna be hot ladies, hot dudes, and what else are we gonna do on there? No, that's pretty much it. Just want to let you guys know. So when you guys are watching,
you're bringing 1776 back.
I'd rather actually hang myself. I literally would get a rope and end it. What a stupid bitch. I actually, you know what's crazy? Oh, if you or anyone else don't bring her up, I don't think about her ever again. She just
no. I only brought her up for shits and giggles.
Unless people do that, that's when I remember. I don't even think about her at all. It's like when a woman leaves me in my life, or a guy, I'm just like, all right, cool, goodbye.
I was just making a joke about her because she's like somebody who like completely disappeared from the scene altogether.
Good. Fuck her. She was retarded anyway. Good Lord, man. She was masquerading as a nerd. It was so cringe. I was like, this lady doesn't know anything. It's just, horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I mean, I don't know the whole backstory there, but I don't care to know either. Like, I'm not really interested.
But hey, she supports Trump, like, so weird. I guess she's not that stupid, I guess.
Yeah, well, good for her. Thanks for the vote. Whatever.
She said her sister was Democratic, though. I'm like, well, if you live with her, you might actually want to be Democratic at that point. Oh, are the hot dudes for me? Only on Tuesday. Wait, what's today? Today's Thursday. I'm in the club.
MSK is all about hot dudes.
Hot dudes for Tiny. Let's do that. Let's make a calendar. Hot dudes.
Tiny doesn't need us for that, bro.
She likes older guys.
Hold her own tails.
The thing is, if she likes older guys, like how can I please her? How can I get in her mind?
You just can't.
What do you mean?
I don't know what she means by older guys, though.
Older, like 50.
Oh.
54. I'm like, Tiny, those guys are like old. They're like already, their dicks don't work anymore. Their fucking bones are done. She said, I like Hugh Jackman. And I'm like, Hugh Jackman's 55. That he's actually just ancient at this point. What? And I agree with women. Older guys just age like fine milk. Oh, sorry, that's not a saying. Older guys age great. But as a hot, rich Riz master, that's just what I do. All right, we're gonna start here in just a moment. I have the first topic.
Negro, please.
The next ones are just, oh my god, I hate life. I truly hate life sometimes. I hate people, and I hate the people in charge. But don't worry, guys. It might actually be going somewhere. All right, so we got about an hour of hot banger topics for clips. And as you guys know, before we get into topics, the clips from these shows that we do will be out on the comic channel or on the main channel, depending on, if it's comic manga related, here. If it's not related to that, the other one. I put out our track movie review today with me and Darnell and Nate. Keep in mind, I try to keep content somewhat decently in a range of like meaty enough, so that way you can basically get in on it, get in for a good time, and then get out, just like my dad. All right. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, aka In Your Mom's Pussy. Woo! Banger. See? Entertainment. Okay, that was not part of the... There was no tape.
Negro, please.
It's time for a booty. Supposed to be banger. Wow. I hate life.
I thought it was booty.
I hate it. I'm dead inside.
You ate it? You ate the booty? Okay, well, I guess that checks out.
I usually try to put whipped cream on it before. That way it tastes less like ass. I'm not eating ass unless it has whipped cream attached to it. Get a can, spray it on there, lick through the shit.
I don't think it's true. I'm going to ask WZ and see what he says. Is this real?
It's not Tuesday. Oh, just let people know. I don't stream on Fridays. We're only streaming on my birthday for this week on Friday because it's a special occasion. Usually the panel shows are Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And if we do this show, which is usually Tuesdays and Sundays, then we'll do it then. Or if not, Thursdays, Sundays. Oh my God. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Batman and Superman at DC Comics potentially rebooting. Back to my ass. First try's over. Give me the beep.
Bruh.
I'm kidding. The entertainment value of this show goes through the roof. And I'm not scamming you, unlike that hawk to a girl. Maybe she should hawk to a lawyer. Put him this. No? Okay. All right.
Not bad.
I'm being serious.
It was close. I'm waiting for her and Mandy Summers to do a cross stream.
Imagine her and Mandy Summers eating each other out having sex. That would be fucking hot.
Meh.
I thought you were fun. I thought when you get older, you're supposed to be more fun. Oh my God.
No, it just sounds like compounding annoying. Like, I love a Southern woman in the Southern accent, but those two would just be too much. It'd be like stacking annoyance, like just feeding a black hole of annoyance. It would just be so annoying. Listening to them talk.
Woosah. I'm kidding. Jokes, entertainment, value. That's what I do. Okay. Great to have that there. I had to literally edit out a beeping noise before I did the outro in one of the videos. I was like, why is there a beep there? I had to literally go back into the video and edit out a single second. It was the most agonizing thing ever to edit out a single second of a video.
Why? Just leave it in.
I can't. It's going to bother me. It bothers my mental stability. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about DC Comics once again, as it is rumored that DC Comics are actually planning to reboot Batman and Superman back to an issue 1 coming up in 2025. So for those of you guys who don't know or are fairly new to comics, Batman and Superman have ongoing series in the multiples, right? But the two main ones they always have is obviously Action Comics and Detective Comics. And then after that, you have just a comic book line called Batman and Superman, which, can sometimes have better sales because it doesn't say like, their ongoing title series, right? With Batman and Superman, it's a lot more easier to get someone into, right? And specifically when it comes to these Batman and Superman series that DC has done with them throughout the years, with Pussy in My Ass. Oh, banger!
That's just a stupid boulder.
Okay. Third time's the charm. I got it. Beep. Give me the beep. In my pussy.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Negro, please.
Okay. I promise. I'm done trolling. I'm giving back to the holiday season. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and I'm a jolly black race swap Santa. I love Asians. I love Panda Express. It looks created by a Mexican. All right, okay. All jokes aside, we got to get this done in a little bit. We don't have too much time. We got a nice, meaty, long hour you can just dig and get deeper into, just like my wife. No? All right. Wow. Just wow. It's done. I'm done with life. Maybe I'll just show my tits and make a comic book called Big Black African Nagger. Oh! That would be the funniest moment of this year. We took the headphones off and just...
That and him smoking crack and licking a fucking toilet pipe.
A little much, I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder what he's gonna do next year. Lick the concrete or something? I wonder. I just only wonder. Holy
I'm assuming
shit.
go to his ex-wife's house and dig through her trash. That's the new bottom level for yes. Him and John Malin outside their ex-wife's house holding up comic books they never fucking printed and crying.
What if he had a sign that says, "We'll do anything for backers on Indie Comics"? Oh shit. Oh my god.
He just starts up an OnlyFans account. He actually cops the name Ethan Van Piver, and it's just him eating pie and like putting his ass in pies.
Oh
That's
shit.
just all it is. He could sell that content, dude. People will buy it. There's weirdos out there.
All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about DC Comics, as there are rumors that DC Comics plans to actually reboot Batman and Superman back to an issue 1 coming up in 2025. So for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about and just completely live under a rock, or you're just kind of new to comics, actually, for DC Comics, the longest running comic book series, and just these are the two longest current ones until they literally rebooted The Flash that had 800 issues back to number 1, and the Flash new series doesn't sell at all because, DC doesn't care about any characters other than Batman and Superman. But back to the point. You have Detective Comics, you have Action Comics. Those are in, the 1,000, right, for comic book issues, and they are currently ongoing right now. For Detective Comics, you have Tom Taylor writing that for Batman, and then on Action Comics, you have Mark Waid doing weekly Action Comics, right? But those are the two flagship series right there for DC. Then after that, because they did this with Batman and Superman for a long time, you have Batman and Superman as another way to basically sell Batman and Superman books, actually, and they constantly reboot the Batman and Superman series throughout a lot of the years, actually, through their publication, right? So currently for Batman, that is done by right now Chip Zdarsky. He's the writer on it. And previously before that, you had James Tynion and you had Tom King. So the 2016 Batman Rebirth era, it was Tom King, James Tynion, Chip Zdarsky. And then now, as you guys remember, because we talked about this in other shows in the last few weeks ago, was that at Batman issue number 157, Chip Zdarsky is not going to be the writer on the book anymore, and they are bringing back Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb. As far as Superman, Joshua Williamson has been writing Superman for quite some time, ever since the whole Dawn of DC era. And you guys know Joshua Williamson for a lot of things. He did Cobra Commander, he did Duke, he previously did write The Flash,
On
actually.
Transformers.
He's did Batman and Robin, he's been on fucking a lot of things. Green Arrow, he's revived that a lot. He's actually, in my opinion, a very talented writer, in my opinion, actually. So
He might be probably the most popular writer in all of comics right now, because
Mhm.
it doesn't matter where you're coming from, like everybody is loving the shit out of what he's doing at Skybound.
Yep. So the
Yeah.
other thing to bring up now is like, this is a very concrete reason why people are hesitant on getting into long ongoing series when it comes to basically, DC. Because with Marvel, I will give them credit here, even though their books are not as good as DC's right now currently. Marvel just doesn't straight up, go, hey, we're rebooting constantly. But they do it from a whole number one scheme, right? They'll basically have a book that'll be like a number one, but it's honestly just a continuation of a character that didn't really get to pass like 10 issues, right? So that's Marvel's thing.
Yep.
You don't technically reboot, they just reboot back to number one, as we talked about before. DC just reboots the entire thing. Like what I just mentioned earlier, The Flash was at 800 issues, which is insane. That takes many years to build up. They're like, you know what? Back to a number one for you with Dawn of DC. What a straight up spit in the face to people that have supported that Flash ongoing series. 800 issues, guys, is a very long run to get through. And to get to a number, right? Now, in this new comic book landscape that we're in, getting to like 163 issues, which is where the Hush 2 arc for the Batman series is going to end, that's actually pretty good. But why are you rebooting it? Just get a new team and then just keep going. Why do DC do this? Just stop
Doesn't
rebooting.
make any sense.
Just get a new team. I don't know why Marvel keeps doing this. This makes no sense, okay? So Superman might be getting relaunched because the new James Gunn movie is coming out. They probably want a Superman book coming out they'll say it's coinciding with the movie, but we know it's not. But they probably want to launch a new Superman number one along with the movie because they think it'll improve in sales. So, gossip. DC Comics to relaunch Superman number one and Batman number one in 2025. Now, we thought they were going to do this when Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb came in, but apparently they're not going to do that. They'll just wait till next year. But why? Don't reboot at all. It's stupid. You just make people more angry when you reboot. Like, they prove that they don't need a reboot with DC All In because it's not a reboot. They're just kind of splitting the universes up and they're continuing where Dawn of DC left off. A lot of people like that. Oh my God, for the first time ever, they're not rebooting. Oh, let's just reboot again. You guys just don't learn. You don't learn.
And they started a whole other universe too. I mean, it wasn't even like they started a whole other universe in the absolute stuff from that storyline, but then they continued everything else. But like comic book numbering is to the point where it doesn't mean shit anymore.
There's no even real reason to do like reading order videos anymore because you have to constantly tell people, hey, this is Deadpool number one. This is the new Deadpool number one. They relaunched 5 years later.
Yeah, from 2003, and then 2004 is number one, and then the numbers don't mean shit, dude. They should find a different. They should just, frankly, I wouldn't give a shit if they just stopped numbering the damn things like this. Like, do I need a number one on this? Really? No,
because
it's a one
shot. Speculators
shot,
and collectors. That's why they're doing it for.
Yeah, it's retarded. Exactly.
Yeah.
But who is speculating anymore? On what? None of the dude. Go on eBay and look at all of this shit.
It's all in the PSA.
Yeah,
if you get the variant, if you get the really limited 1 to 25 variant covers for the retailers, that's what sells. Not the
but dude, you've already
cover.
paid through the teeth for that. If you bought that from a retailer, you're already
I agree.
You're getting what you're paying what you would get on eBay for it. In 5 years from now, that variant you paid $25 for on day one for that $5 comic is going to be worth maybe 10 because nobody cares. Look at that $100 variant in the indie space of Pitt. Oh, I had somebody reach out and be like, "Hey, yo, how about $50?" I haven't replied yet, but I'm debating if I want to take it or if I want to leave it up there for $60 forever as a point that comic skate books don't resell.
DC Comics plans to relaunch Superman #1 and Batman #1 in 2025. New Batman series follows Hush 2, running from issue number 158 to 163. Superman relaunch aligns with James Gunn's upcoming movie. Brevoort highlights the benefits of new #1 issue sales. Okay, so several things here. I think Hush 2 will do well for the Batman book, but that's only a temporary.
If they get it out on time.
And that's only going to be a temporary Band-Aid on a open wound, actually, because if the next people that are, that's the thing. If the next people are not as good at what Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee plan on doing, because it looks like they're really excited to do it again, you're going to get that issue that Chip Zdarsky and Ram V, who did Detective Comics for a long time before Tom Taylor took it over, or Zeb Wells, right? They hire these people. And I haven't read all those guys' stuff. I'm not shitting on them, but this is what they do. They'll hire a guy to squat there long term, basically writing out these issues monthly, and they don't really go anywhere. And they're always at the 5th issue to complete a story arc. They'll give you some big bang because they're basically writing for trades. Can we just stop doing that? Can we have people that are just writing for the floppies to make them good? And then when you get a trade, it's even better because all 5 issues were good, other than getting a fucking good first issue #1, and then you have 3 filler issues for 3 months straight, and then the 4th and 5th one are oh my god, they're really good. And then on issue 6, we're back to filler shit again. Feels like that's what the comic book industry is. It's just constantly they hiring writers. Could be Tom King, it could be Zeb Wells, it could be Chip Zdarsky, it could be Ram V, it could be Tom Taylor, it could be Gail Simone, it could be anybody. The editorial staffs on all these books do not sit there and go, can we please write for the floppies to make them good? Just focus on that. You're going to have a trade anyway, and that trade will sell really well if all 5 issues are good. Guess wonder why Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers Volume 1 sold very well? Because every single issue in it was really good to make it even sell even better. Had he had just written one single good issue in it, no one would give a fuck about it. That's what most series end up being nowadays. It's all about issues 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's why when it comes to #1, that's always kind of like a smoke and mirrors thing. All that matters is the issues that come after #1. And issue #1 has to be generally good because that's how you get people in the door. First heard at Thought Bubble a couple weeks ago, firmed up a little since, is the word that DC Comics is planning to relaunch both their Superman and Batman ongoing books in 2025. That we will get a new Batman #1 to follow Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair's upcoming Batman Hush 2. Run on the series from issue 158 to Batman 163. And that Superman will get a relaunch alongside the release of James Gunn's new Superman movie. Do you guys know who they're planning on putting? I don't know if it's going to be Action Comics or the Superman book. They are trying to put Dan Slott on the Superman book. Imagine going from Joshua Williamson to Dan Slott, who's only wrote Superior Spider-Man is his only good book ever. A lot of people talk about that guy from his Superior Spider-Man.
No. So does he hate Superman as much as he hated Spider-Man? That's the real question. Dude, the most interesting thing that DC's managed to put out, as far as I'm concerned, in the last couple of years has been this shit right here. The first one of these, Silent Night, was such a fun read. It reminded me of reading comics back in the 90s, dude. It was just a good time. It was a fun read. You had good guys, you had bad guys, you had fun, just shit happening. It was just a good, simple, fun read. It was very much in that vein of and also pretty family oriented. It was just a straight up superhero Christmas story. It was a little bit, it reminded me in the vein of Batman Brave and the Bold's Christmas stories. Those episodes were so good.
Did each issue in that Silent Night series feel like you were getting filler in those 4 issues, or you were just getting a good issue?
No, dude. No, they're not even, that was a very tight trade. It wasn't a quick read, but it was an easy read. It was tight, no filler, no bullshit. A lot of heroes to get to, so there's ending cameos. But those used to be fun back in the day when some guy the Flash shows up at the end and why am I late? And it's bro, that's fucking funny. All right,
gosh, man,
that was well played. Like, dude, seriously, whatever this Jeff Parker guy that writes this is up to at DC, or whatever editors letting that kind of shit get through, more of it, please. I want to see if they pull off the same kind of fun in the Batman smells Robin laid an egg little like, I don't know how many pages this is, but this isn't bad for $10. It's a pretty thick issue. For $10, that's reasonable. What Marvel did for $6 was pretty ridiculous, though. This is just a fucking 28-page floppy.
Previously, both titles were meant to have a relaunch with 5G. When that was abandoned, James Tynion continued his run on Batman Pass issue 100. When Chip Zdarsky took it over, he preferred a continuation rather than a number one relaunch. Yes. There's reasons for that, guys. There's perfectly understandable reasons for that. Because if you constantly keep relaunching, then people always kind of question where you start at. Jim Lee felt the same way when the original Batman Hush launched in Batman issue 608, and so got the same with Batman 150, Batman issue number 158 for Hush 2. Yes, because Jim Lee said he's gonna make Batman issue 608 sell like a number one. That proves right there. As long as the creative team puts out a good story, doesn't matter if it's a number one or in the middle of a fucking character's ongoing series. If it's good and it has a good word of mouth, it will sell. Superman has had a few more relaunches over the years, including the recent Dawn of DC relaunch with Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell at the beginning of 2023. But what if DC Comics were to relaunch them both together? The Superman movie is scheduled to be in cinemas from the 11th of July. The final part of Batman Hush 2 is also scheduled for July. Might this be an opportune time for a new Batman number one and Superman number one? In a recent newsletter, Marvel SVP and executive editor Tom Brevoort, who's just an absolute idiot, talked about the appeal to publishers for starting a new volume with a new number one as opposed to continuing previous numberings. With DC's decision not to relaunch every comic for DC All In. Yeah, that was a good idea. It was like the first time they ever not did that. A lot of people kind of like, hey, what I previously read kind of matters moving forward. Yeah, because that anybody with the same thinking mind in comics would know that. Says, and I quote, I think that DC is satisfied with this approach, then that's all that matters. However, if they're relaunching titles with new creative teams and new directors, then they're probably leaving money on the table by not starting with the new number one. Tom, you're stupid. You don't know jack shit. Your X-Men books are failing. Nobody reads those X-Men books. The only ones that sell well are if it's number ones or it's Wolverine. That's it. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Like, this guy just literally living in a closet or something, living under a bridge. If it's the same team, though, I can see why you would continue with the numbering. No. You should always continue with the same numbering. Just get a different group of people. Because what does the reboot do? You're getting nothing different, actually.
Yeah.
So that's it for the current rumors that DC Comics plans to relaunch Superman number one and Batman number one in 2025. So we'll see if DC Comics ends up doing it. I hope they don't. Please, get a new team. You're already going to get a new team anyway.
Leave them alone.
Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb, Joshua Williamson, and Mr. Campbell are not obviously going to be doing it. You know you're going to be getting a different team anyway. That's all you have to do. That's it. Just keep it going, right? Fans are like, the thing is, if you constantly keep doing that, you will lose people. Keep in mind, we just read that article from the indie comic thing where all of them were talking about it. You know, guys, comic books are going to be increasing, okay, coming up in 2025, and comic book floppy sales are stagnant. They're not going up. They're not going down. You might have an absolute Batman number one or Ultimate Spider-Man number one that might peak sales at some point, right? But that's not a constant thing, right? And if you constantly keep rebooting, you just keep losing more fans constantly. And the ones that are already, for some reason, still giving you money are just the only ones that constantly are just getting abused. But I'll ask you, man, what are your closing thoughts? Do you think they do it? Coming up 2025, Batman and Superman?
Of course they do it, because this is how the industry makes money anymore. They just resell number ones. And whoever's out there still buying these number ones in excess like they fucking matter, like, please go to eBay and look this shit up. Nobody's buying number ones anymore.
This has
There's
no
a new
resale value
every 6 months.
Who's reselling
There's
this
no resale value. No one is. This is a mindset they've been stuck in since the 2000s, dude. When there used to be speculators in the market, when that brought people into the market, they're not there anymore. You're not putting out shit that anyone is reading anyways. You're losing fans consistently, and speculators aren't wasting their time because they're not turning this shit over. I didn't buy this to resell this. I bought this to dude, I like this first book. I didn't buy this issue 1 to resell this because you know what? Not enough people are interested in superhero Christmas stories that this is going to ever be worth a shit ton. No, this is for me to read. And in all honesty, if they fucked up the second one, though it's the same writer, I'll probably just give it away.
Because, dude, that's the thing moving forward that no one really truly understands is, guys, keep in mind, I highly doubt people are actually reading what's in the books. And do you know how I know that? They're always really surprised at dialogue that happens in these books now. Well, keep in mind, the dialogue that's really cringy and really kind of stupid and woke, as people would say, it wouldn't be as surprising if you constantly were reading these books, right? Now, keep in mind what I just said there. People's minds and what they see as far as like comics are basically this now. That's why the art on the modern comics are actually pretty good. I will give them that. They have hired really good artists to do variant covers and main covers. Guys, that's all people are buying it for. We're only buying it for the art. They're not reading this shit. I promise they're not reading the story here. I can almost guarantee nobody reads this stuff as much anymore. They're not. There's no way I believe it.
No.
Because people are so flabbergasted by the fucking dialogue in some of these cringe comics that come out.
Yeah, and nobody, dude, I read this because the first one was good, and I've looked up the writer. He doesn't seem to be he's not Mark Waid, and if he is, he's not vocal about it. And it doesn't show in his books. All I got here in the first one was a fun story that actually took me back to a nostalgic era of getting comic books off the shelf at the shop and just reading them and having a good story in them that's actually fun and interesting. And I mean, I'm hoping the rest of the winter crap that I picked up this week can hold up that kind of vein. It might give me some hope for the industry. But for the most part, like, it reminds me of this stuff, dude. I loved these back in the day. But so many people out there aren't writing good stories. And if you're not putting out good work, nobody gives a shit about the number one. It's not gonna sell. And moreover, nobody's gonna be interested in going to pick up that first issue.
I want to ask you too. And then that's another thing. When it comes to Batman and Superman books, like we highlighted here, Batman, Superman, X-Men, and Spider-Man are the biggest characters right now. Well, they always have been. Being go last year.
Yeah.
On Batman,
big ones. That's just
who are you going to put on that Batman book after Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb? Who are you putting on Superman after Joshua Williamson and Mr. Campbell and Jamal Campbell? Who are you putting? Who's the big talent? They have to get Dan Slott from
somebody
Marvel.
hella cheap. That's who.
Well, when Superman is rumored, the guy is Dan Slott. That means you already know we're digging in the literal trash, the Ethan Van Sciver crack pipe of trash. So we're getting that.
That's how bad it is that Dan Slott still works in the industry, universally hated by the fans everywhere. But Ethan Van Sciver, like, bro, let's get those two together on a book.
What artist do you put on the book?
The worst written book that will never be released ever.
Who do you put on? And keep in mind, guys, I want them to stop doing this. Do not put someone on there that squats on a book and writes a bunch of filler bullshit. And then when it comes to the end of a story arc, you kind of get something kind of good. But then for the most of their time on the book and its run, you're getting just bullshit. The person on the Batman book has to be, at least in my opinion, because it's Batman. It's the biggest thing for DC and Superman. But I guess DC settles on Dan Slott because, fucking reasons, right? That writer has to be a 9 out of 10 an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. It's Batman. It's the biggest book. You don't have anybody good on it, you shouldn't be on there. You literally would have need a talented person. Why can't Mark Miller write the Batman book? Oh wait, people in the industry can't talk about him anymore because they'll get blacklisted and then they'll just get fired because Mark Miller.
They got blacklisted all over for talking about Mark Millar. Who did? That's fucking wild.
Like, who are they going to put on to write Batman? Gail Simone? I mean, Gail Simone did do a 3-issue arc on Action Comics for a little bit there. Jason Aaron did Superman 3-part arc earlier this year, but he only really sold those books because Dan Mora was the artist on them, honestly,
Yeah.
Like, I'm being honest with you guys.
He
Not a
did
lot of
covers for the Batman Holiday book as well.
Yeah, those look so good. Dan
Dude,
Mora
they're so good.
is my favorite artist, man. That guy is so good. Like, who do you?
He's really good right now, dude.
And
Definitely.
Dan Mora's art can't save every book. Who's gonna be the writer on Batman?
Nope.
I'll be honest here. Unless that person is straight up an 8 out of 10, he's had like maybe some banger runs like the last 2 to 3 years. That book's dead on arrival. After issue 1, after the sales are over, like Scott Snyder with Absolute Batman is doing good, but after a certain point, if that story, if he doesn't write a consistently good story, it's falling off. They can't do who does DC have? I can't think of anybody. I really can't, honestly.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
Unless you just hire Daniel Warren. Daniel Warren Johnson would be my pick to do it. But like he's focused on doing stuff that's not DC or Marvel currently. Jonathan Hickman. If you put Jonathan Hickman on there for what he did with Ultra Spider-Man, I think he can do it. He could do it, but
he might ever work for alive. DC?
That thing is,
Jonathan
Hickman to DC. That's probably gonna happen. So yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on Batman and Superman potentially moving back to an issue number 1 coming up in 2025. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Wow. Absolute banger. You guys are ready for the next one? Woo!
Are you going to bang her?
I wish. Horseman review. We got a long ways to... Well, not like a long way to go before it. There's Phenomenova, Heroic Tales, and then the Horseman. So it's the 3rd book to do. So this one's not going to really be an article. This one's just going to be a Twitter quote, because that's kind of all of this needs. Because I'll be honest with you guys, if I read anything George R. R. Martin ever said, I'd probably just fucking off myself. He's actually just a fat, worthless, ugly retard. Okay. And George R. R. Martin, another guy similar to EVS. Guy who's just lazy and just doesn't get his work done.
EVS is the George R. R. Martin of the indie comic space, dude. No doubts there.
They even look the same.
Pretty much the same guy. That's the next level. After Ethan's divorce, he's going to be rolling up on the ex-wife's place on Christmas, but on a hover round. Just like...
Time for an epic banger. You guys ready? Ready to just completely knock it out of the park, just like I do when I'm playing baseball. Swift home runs. No?
I don't know about that.
Wow. Crazy.
It's a little much. I'm not going to lie.
So just like my wife in bed when we were having sex.
Bruh.
All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about George R. R. Martin, the writer and author and creator of the Game of Thrones book and television series. So I've told people this for a lot of different topics, just because I don't know the true in-depthness of certain topics and subjects. I can talk about them in various different ways because I've observed things throughout my life in many different franchises, even though I haven't really like watched the content out of it, right? Because you kind of follow certain situations so long, you kind of just know what everyone's talking about. And that's going to happen with not only like this video, as you guys see, but the next one I'm going to be putting out as well, which involves Harry Potter, right? So I've never read these books. Just to be completely honest with you guys know I'm always honest no matter what. You can clown me if you want. I've never read these books because I don't really like technically reading novels. I have to read comic books as my form of graphic novels. Reading books is straight up like headache inducing to me, right? So Game of Thrones is a TV series that is probably one of the biggest TV series ever made, honestly. Had a ton of viewers. It was kind of like the event to watch at that moment in time. You just had to be there for Game of Thrones, right? for me, it was The Walking Dead. That was mine, but people had Game of Thrones. And that's fine. You know, we all have our different strokes for different folks, right? So this guy, George R.R. Martin, has not actually finished the last book in that series, right? I'm not sure how many books the series has, but it doesn't matter. The last book, The Winds of Winter, is still not released at this current moment in time as I was doing this video. And it's likely that it never is going to get released. So people have kind of asked me about this throughout the years, and this is my general opinion of it, right? So I personally think he wrote something that is not as good as his previous work, and people are not going to like the ending of the book, and that because of how bad the season 8 of Game of Thrones actually was, because there was no new material for the writers to actually go off of for season 8, which is the reason why it most likely just ended up being a fucking train wreck, because the writers had to come up with bullshit reasons to end it. Keep in mind, maybe that was the real ending he had in that book. There's no way he wasn't in contact with these people. Guys, let's be completely honest here. There's no possible reason he would not be in contact with these guys. Come on, don't be stupid here. That probably was the actual ending of Game of Thrones right there. Keep in mind, I'm just going off of the things that I've seen throughout the years when I'm talking about this topic, right? So I personally think either that was the real ending you guys saw, or he wrote something even worse that people are probably not going to like. And the landscape on how we talk about media and how we review it is way different now compared to back in the day, right? Because back in the day, the internet wasn't as involved and as big as it was to know truly everyone's thoughts on certain things, right? So this guy has been basically bullshitting trying to finish this series forever at this point. He's did other things, so it's not like he doesn't like writing. He recently just wrote something for that Elder Scrolls game that came out earlier this year, right? So it's not like he doesn't like writing. It's not like he's quit, right? But at this point in his career, another reason I want to bring up here, the reason why he probably just doesn't want to finish it, he doesn't need to. And I'm not agreeing with him on that. What I'm saying is,
true,
he's so filthy rich at this point, he thinks basically you don't even, he basically would be finishing it to owe you, the fans, right? Which I disagree with him on that. I fully do. You're the fans that invested into this guy's work, gave him millions and millions of dollars, and he can't bother to get off his fat, lazy ass and finish a damn book for you. Keep in mind, this is why I always talk to you guys about supporting certain creators and not supporting other ones, because they don't respect you. What author does that? You guys, all of you who are watching the video, all of you made him. He didn't make himself. He made himself by creating it and writing good, and you all supported that work. Keep in mind, there's other artists out there that could easily get that money and do way better with him and finish a book series from the money you give him, right? He hates you so much, he just doesn't respect people anymore because he's that filthy rich. He got to that point. I'm not saying all rich people are like that, but every time this guy talks, every single time this fat piece of shit opens his mouth, it's this every time. Literally, I want people to understand this. Any company that's going to listen to this video, because we know they watch, because they're fucking weirdos. You do not have money unless I reach into my debit and my wallet and pull it out and give it to you. So I want to just point it out there. None of you have any money unless people spend it on your products. I want you to kind of read what this guy's going to say. Just a moment here. And it's not about the Game of Thrones series. If you like it, that's cool. I watched episode 1 of it. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm not really a medieval fantasy kind of guy, but it doesn't matter for this video. George R.R. Martin says he doesn't know if he will ever finish The Winds of Winter. What fucking fat, dumb, retarded logic is that? What else does this guy do? Well, he doesn't sit in his chair and write on a piece of paper or type on a computer.
Yep.
He doesn't know if he'll finish writing a book, and he has nothing else to do in his life. No, literally, what else does he do besides eat and write for other people's shit? So, I will say, I do feel bad for any Game of Thrones fans out there that willingly gave this guy money throughout the years, hoping that he would eventually finish the series. Because it's just becoming a big meme at this point. There's no new development on the story because he's just not going to finish. He's just a fucking lazy piece of shit.
I don't know why people are still even waiting for this anymore. This is like people waiting for Rainbow the Brute anymore. That too. None of those things are ever going to happen. So it's like, I really think that there comes a point where you literally just stop talking about them. Like the only way he would ever get this book written before he dies is if everybody just kind of forgot about him. Like he's an artist and very narcissistic. So if nobody talks about him, it's just like, you know what? You don't create anymore, so you're not a part of the conversation,
Mhm.
and you just leave him out of it. That might actually be the only thing that actually inspires him to get anything turned in. Like if we just put a moratorium on talking about Comicsgate or EVS, and literally everybody in the space just basically pretended like it doesn't exist, he might actually put something out. Not only might he put something out, he might actually write something worth fucking reading, because they want attention. And if we stop giving them this negative reinforcement, it's like a child that misbehaves and
Yeah.
you correct them, but then that they're still getting the attention, which is all they really want. So if you just like fucking straight up ignore EVS and all of Comicsgate, maybe they put out a good book in a reasonable amount of time.
That's
Or
being hopeful.
they fade into irrelevance, which they're already there. They're just still crying about the fact that us fans don't care anymore.
So here was his
And
quote.
less
A
and
lot
less of us will spend our money on it.
A lot of people are already writing obituaries for me. They're saying, "Oh well,
As they should.
He'll never be finished. Maybe they're right. I don't know. I'm alive right now." All of this is just nonsensical bullshit. Just a few months ago, earlier this year or last year, some random fan just finished the series randomly, and he sued that person. I don't know if that lawsuit ever fully went through, or maybe he just dropped it or whatever. This guy is just, he spits on you as a fan. Why would you support anything this guy does? No, I'm being serious. You give this guy money, you're stupid. He literally doesn't respect you anymore because he got rich. Is he talented? Yeah, you don't get to this point by not being talented. I'm not disagreeing with that. But to know that this is the attitude of some people that you've been giving your money to all these years, nah, you can suck my fucking fat BBC. What a dumb piece of shit. I hate people like that. There's plenty of indie authors I know right now that would kill to have the money that he has, kill to have the following that he has, or putting out honest work
just
consistently.
leave the following, dude.
Just holy crap, what an entitled fat piece of shit. So, I'll ask you, man, any closing thoughts on George R. R. Martin? You know he's not finishing this. I know he's not finishing this. It's over. Like, just fuck this guy.
It's the same, exactly the same opinion I have of EVS. I just don't care. I'm not interested anymore. I'm frankly bored of them. The shtick is boring. The bullshit is boring. People writing articles about them and even discussing them is frankly just boring. Not interested. They have nothing to contribute, nothing to add. They bring nothing to the space, but bitching and moaning. They're just
boring. We're so fucking boring.
That's it.
I think he knows deep. I think George R. R. Martin knows deep down he hasn't written anything good in that book. He knows potentially fans are not going to like it, or the ending of that show actually really was the ending he put out. And that would probably just be really a shit and piss in the face to all of you guys out there. So yeah, that's my opinion about it. I've followed this story for a very long time. I haven't read the books. I could care less to read novels. It's not really my thing. I've read a few books throughout my life, honestly. Only watched one episode of that of Game of Thrones. What's the first episode? Just didn't grab me. Just not my thing personally. But this is a story I really don't know why people keep giving attention to. He doesn't like you. We can clearly see his attitude throughout the years. He doesn't care to finish the series at all. Literally, promise you, go find other series. Literally, there's plenty of authors out there that are constantly working, constantly trying to put out new books. Read anything. There's
Bat Sauce's book.
There's a guy we know called Bat Sauce. He put out a novel. He's probably going to put out more of them because he actually wants to make sure a person that might want to read his work is going to get more books. That's how it is. That's how it is, and that's how it should be. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Ooh. That's going to be, I hate editing those things out. Oh my God. Before we get to the last topic, I know he wants to do the what's that? Worlds and Superheroes Holiday Special. Oh, that was the 100-page giant thing. I don't think I ever got. I think I got that one. I think I did. I gotta go through my closet tonight.
Where's that at? Who mentioned that one? I'm down.
Go through my closet. Issue number 1.
No, the World Superheroes holiday
That-
thing. Where's that at?
That's the thing on your
Where's
table.
that? Oh, this one? Oh, yeah. Dude, that one's good.
Oh God, what a great idea they had for DC with that. So stupid they threw that away. Dumb idea.
Dude, yeah. Well, dude, and this is the thing. It's all just reprints of stuff they already had, but they were reprinting like classic shit too. Look at that fucking OG Superman art. That's the shit right there, dude. Like great reprints, good little snippets of stories to just get you into it. It was edited so well, like and put together so well from the things that they picked out of each book to just put in here and get your interest up. Like yeah, such a waste, dude. Such a waste.
Have you read Harry Potter and watched the movies or anything? How involved are you in?
I've watched the movies, but I haven't read it.
Okay, good. Yeah, because books are for nerds and losers, honestly. Okay, so I just want to ask you before we go over this topic. The guy's name is Severus Snape, right?
Yes, Severus
Okay,
Snape.
good. Because if I had butchered that on the video, I would have to just go L, delete channel. Done. Completely done. All right, give me 1 second. Are you ready for a black surface? What is even that? If you're a Harry Potter fan, I feel bad for you. That is so stupid. This stuff just never is going to end, man. It's actually just clown world we live in. All right, give me 1 second, everyone. I should have booked, man. I should have bookmarked it. Whatever. I'll just scroll down on my timeline and look for it. It's not that far down. Found it. Okay, so I have it bookmarked right here. So I want to type up Severus Snape's depiction in the books. Okay, so Severus Snape, book description. Make sure we have this here. Okay, appearance. Pallid, stringy look, greasy hair, and a hooked nose.
Yeah, or sallow. It was kind of almost a yellow skin tone, but they made him kind of just pale.
Cold calculating. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here, because there's different websites. AI says he's a pallid, stringy look, greasy hair, and hooked nose. Because that's most of it, but pretty sure he's supposed to be pale skin. I'm pretty sure he's always supposed to look like that. Sinister, malicious, frequent, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah. Damn. What the hell? First appears. I'm talking about appearance. You mean appearance? Okay. So we'll just say pale because I'm pretty sure pale is supposed to be another word for pale. Okay. It's more attractive. All right, doesn't matter. It's fine. We'll just do the AI definition of it. It's only gonna matter in the grand scheme of things. Because AI will rule the world, as James would say. We're taking over the world, man. Delete the channel. What? All right, let's go. I'm black and I do entertainment. So WZ is WZ's putting out a video of MSK rizzing up women for 7 minutes and 30 seconds straight.
What the fuck is that going to be on the W's channel?
He said he did it. So I said that's what I want for my birthday. I want a video of me rizzing up all the ladies throughout my career.
Where is it at? Like this better end up on.
He said it's not. He said it wasn't finished yet.
Oh, he needs to finish it and put it up on the W's channel.
Because we don't need people watching that, because that would be bad. He said, no. What do you mean no? I pay you good money, sir. All right. I'm black. And I'm Santa. I'm kidding. Beep. Wow. Jordan Peele's newest movie coming out in 2026.
You're going to have to do a review of that one as well.
Oh, Lord. Beep. Oh, God, kill me now.
Yeah. Beep and Beep 2.
Beep 2. Holy shit.
Yeah. When the battery runs out. It's like
Oh, okay. All right.
A beep too far because you don't have a ladder to get it down. It's just up on the ceiling.
I tried to do a one-on-one with K-Dot and his smoke detector kept going off. And I was like, really? Really? That's fucking so gay. I was like,
You may not
man.
have a bed MSK, but your smoke detector never goes off.
I even told him, "Are you the black guy with the smoke detector meme?" He was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Okay, we've reached peak ironicness. We've reached peak irony at this point." All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Harry Potter. So Harry Potter is one of the most iconic franchises ever created by writer and author J.K. Rowling. So as you guys know, because you would have already watched the previous video, just because I haven't watched a series or read it doesn't mean I can't talk about it, because I've been following certain things throughout the years and I can give a general opinion of what I've seen throughout the years, especially on this franchise, right? So growing up, I never watched or read Harry Potter books or anything or movies, because Harry Potter was honestly for fucking nerds and losers. And I was obviously a Chad and a top G and a Riz master, and I would never be interested in that stuff. But, okay? So at some point, the Harry Potter series, as far as his books and as far as the movies, ended, right? They tried doing the Fantastical Beasts series. That didn't work out, right? And then, so J.K. Rowling, let's just start there. So I know a lot of people are half and half about here, right? Based off the whole Troon Decepticon thing. So I just want to point this out, okay? J.K. Rowling is a lady that is very much like a classic liberal, right? So when people were basically all inning on her camp, thinking that she was going to be switching sides politically, that's not a thing for her, okay? She specifically just said men can't be women and women can't be men if you're Troon or a Decepticon, right? She even said that she doesn't want men in women's spaces, right? So that's the only thing she disagreed with these people on. Remember, she believes and endorses everything they like as far as anything, right? It was just that issue she disagreed on. Now, I agree with her, because let's be honest here, you can't change your chromosomes if you have XX or XY or whatever the chromosomes are. Doesn't matter. You can't change that. Being a Troon is not really a thing. It's just someone pretending to be the other one. Now, I don't care if you want to do that. I really don't. But it's that when you start delusionally believing you are the other gender, that's where I got to draw the line at, right? And that's the only thing she really said. And that made people go absolutely insane. People lost their minds. She didn't say anything really that bad. You know, I'm someone where even if you think differently from me politically, if you say something I agree with, I'll agree with you. I have no problem agreeing with her on that subject, right? And even then, they have sent her death threats, rape threats, all this stuff. This is a party that talks about being inclusive and diverse and accepting, right? They're not. It's all smoke and mirrors bullshit. They don't respect women at all, okay? But J.K. Rowling is going to be heavily involved in the new upcoming Harry Potter TV series. Recently, HBO even defended her, saying, no, she is involved with it, and we are going to obviously go through with any decision she's going to make. Keep in mind, guys, the casting we're going to talk about just right now is involved with that. She is heavily involved in this series. Why would she not be? There's no reason why she wouldn't be. It's literally her baby, okay? So how good or how depending this series runs for many seasons, or if it gets to cover all the books from her. This was supposed to, I'm not talking about the movies, because people have said the movies are not as faithful to the books. And that would make sense. Most movies to book adaptations aren't. They're always leaving stuff out. This is supposed to be a TV series that's supposed to be more faithful to the books and adapting the longer story arcs from the books, right? Okay, so just from that premise alone, she's going to be involved, okay? So when this casting decision came up, who do you think made it? She did. She herself is literally one of them. She just disagrees with them on one thing, and she herself gets probably still currently shitted on so hard by these people. She's still even believing in them. Lady, you are insane. They don't like you. It doesn't matter if you race swap or why you would pander in this way. They literally do not like you if you disagree with them on one thing. But she herself, I guess, is a better person than me, because she's going to choose to race swap someone. I don't like race swaps. Race swaps are stupid. There's very few race swaps that are good in general, right? And even then, they always kind of swap them back to the race of the character anyway. race swaps are stupid.
Yeah.
Another reason that I'll mention is because none of the arguments any of you make any sense. All of them are bad. Every single last one of them is garbage, and it makes no sense. I don't know how you guys parrot these points. They're bad. Literally, logically think about them in your head. Okay, so I'll use the one that you guys tell me all the time. Well, if the actor is really good, then it doesn't matter how they look like. Cool. By that logic, cast Will Smith to play Captain America then. So stupid that sounds. That sounds fucking retarded. Oh, just if the acting's good, then it doesn't matter what they're like. Cool. All right. Pick who's the guy that portrays Miles Morales in the Into the Spider-Verse movies? Shameik Moore or some shit. Whoever his name is. Cast that black guy to be Harry in this. Then no. Cast the black guy who voices Miles Morales to be in this show.
Know, but...
You know how stupid that sounds? Casting is not just acting. It's about casting an accurate description of what you're trying to portray. Now, do I agree with all the race throughout the years? No, I wouldn't. If you bring one up to me, I probably disagree with it. It's stupid. They're bad, right? So here's what happened. So there's this character called Service Snape, right? Who's described basically as here's the AI description of him. A sinister positions master who is often critical of Harry Potter. As a teenager, Snape is described as having pallid, I might say pallid, a person they might mean pale, stringy look, greasy hair, and a hooked nose. Gee, the resemblance here is just absolutely stunning. So stunning and brave. So stupid. This is so dumb. So
You ain't black.
Papa Ezidou has been offered the role of Service Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter TV series. These people just don't learn. Do you want the show to just be DOA on just Arrival? Now,
I don't know why they focus
now, will the
on
Harry
this shit.
Potter fans that don't exist on the internet or care about this stuff make or break the series when seeing this stuff? I don't know. I mean, a lot of more people are more involved with the internet than previously before. So it's just stupid. Does this look like this guy? No, this is a horrible casting. And apparently you're racist for calling out bullshit like this. No, you're racist because you see a character not look like a previous iteration or at all like the other versions, and you're like, wait a minute, that's bad. But no, apparently you're a racist now. That's so stupid. You don't have
Maybe
to
they
agree
put him
with
in
every
whiteface.
casting. Kill me, man.
No, they're gonna do Dave Chappelle whiteface for him. I'm
God.
looking forward to it.
Oh shit. So I'll ask you, man, what do you think about this? Because you watched the movies, so
It's
you think
gonna
this casting's stupid.
I don't know who this guy is. I can just tell you right now that Alan Rickman's portrayal of Snape is so loved and adored by the fans of even the books that I don't think it even matters who they put in the role. Like, he's going to be very scrutinized for everything. And if the first thing you're going to start off with is an unnecessary race swap for no reason, it's not going to help, dude, because they're going to have a hard time keeping fans interested. I don't even know who you would pick. I don't even know what other actor you would pick to pull that character off. There's no way that you bring somebody in.
Adam Driver is the one that looks like him the most.
Adam Driver
definitely
doesn't look like him.
Well. Yeah, he does act good too.
In all honesty, though, dude, can they afford him for a TV show? I think some money's going to come from that one.
This thing, man, why do people defend castings like this? There's nothing wrong with saying I don't like it. They're always constantly swapping out a white person or a Mexican or a redhead for a black person. Black people, guys, don't. Why would any black person defend this? Why? Makes no sense. All they're doing is just basically giving you sloppy seconds, if you want to put it that way. I think it's just disrespectful. Honestly, they themselves are the racist ones. If the race has, people say the race has no bearing or that is also the bad argument, because if the race has no bearing on the character, cool. Why change it then? Literally, that's stupid if you do that. Then, if the race itself has no problem with the character, why change it? There's no reason to change.
I've never been a fan of the tokenization thing. I've always kind of agreed with the stance that Eric July had on it. Just like there's guys out there are characters out there that were great black characters who carried a mantle. Jon Stewart is still, I think, the best Green Lantern, my favorite might be Kyle Rayner because that's the one I read. But like, if you read the John Stewart stories and you compare him to like guys like Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, even Hal Jordan, like John Stewart is the best quintessential most Green Lantern that we've had. He's great. The old Sam Wilson like Falcon character was great. I loved the Falcon. He was his own fucking character. He didn't need hand-me-downs, and he didn't need to be Cap at all. Great character by himself, dude. Didn't need it. Black Lightning, also a great fucking character, dude. Luke Cage, great characters.
Yeah,
their own fucking characters.
That's another thing they always miss when they do these race swaps. If you want to cast a black person, that's fine. If you really want to do it, why not just make an original character out of it? Just make him an original character. Maybe she just creates a new character for the show. That's fine.
This
I would
is
agree
the
with
thing
that.
too. Harry Potter is such a very diverse, huge universe that for this TV series, you could create a completely new character, maybe even a few, and still tell a story much closer to the books than the original. You could do both of those things. It's not fucking impossible. A talented writer, some good actors, you can do this because there's so many characters in the book and in the movies and everything else that just you see them in passing and you don't even really get to know them, and you have an opportunity to bring in other characters that are just almost out of the blue or out of the crowd
WZ
and
says
use them.
The issue is how recognizable Service is from the movies. If it was a nobody, then the race swapping wouldn't matter. I would say it still matters no matter what, but given that it's a distinctive
Alan Rickman's performance, dude.
Well, it's a distinctive description of how the character looks.
Right? It is. But I don't think it's I think WBZ's right. I don't think it's as big of a deal if it wasn't for the fact that Alan Rickman so perfectly embodied how the fans envisioned the character. This is one of those things. It almost doesn't matter who you cast. This was going to be one of the most scrutinized characters in the entire fucking.
But just picking this
TV
guy
series
makes it work because he doesn't even look like.
They're just
that makes it even worse.
Agitating people.
Also, I want to be fair here. I want to be completely fair here. He's offered the role. He wasn't officially casted. I know people were kind of. He hasn't been officially cast. I will be fair with that here. But
nobody's turning down a paycheck like that, dude.
But the fact that this is even a decision is or a consideration is really stupid, honestly, right? I just will never understand why they keep doing it. No one likes it. And even the ones that are considered good, at the end of the day, was it that much of a acting performance where you could have just cast the character the way they should look like? It's never really that big of a difference, honestly. You know, because I don't think the average person really understands what good acting is when they say that, like, well, if the acting's good, then it's fine. Why would it make it fine? That's a half-ass job in general.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Alan Rickman's Severus Snape was not just good; it was great. It could be any hue of skin tone of the actor in the role, and it was going to be extremely scrutinized. Probably in the top 3. Harry is going to be extremely scrutinized. Snape was going to be extremely scrutinized because both of their performances were so iconic and quintessential to the movies that it drew people into the books. It made more fans, and people loved Snape, and people loved Daniel Radcliffe's portrayal of Harry Potter. He did a good job. So there's no way to really fuck around with the casting in these. If you don't get somebody who's going to look the part and be able to really pull the part off, dude, those are going to be two dings against this TV show that are going to make it very hard for them to justify going more than a season with it if they don't like really fucking nail those ones down. And Snape is an even bigger part and such an integral part to the book and is woven in to the overall story of how things go so much that he's just too important of a character to fuck up with an actor that can't pull it off. And I don't care who the fuck he is or what he looks like. And we've already seen it done perfectly. So yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
So I want to also go here on the description of the character. Snape is generally depicted as being cold, calculating, precise, sarcastic, and bitter. So why are they? These people always say they're not racist, but they're going to cast a black guy to be cold, calculating, precise, sarcastic, and bitter. and sinister and malicious. And we're the racist ones. Oh God, it's so fucking stupid. Oh God, it's so on the nose. Guys, you are so close to understanding. That switch in your head is so close to coming on. You're almost there. Okay. This is after J.K. Rowling was defended by HBO, though they're fully all in on her. We're not going to get rid of her. But to be fair, let's be honest here, you really can't get rid of her because she has such an ironclad deal with Warner Brothers in that series that it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's just crazy to see that a company actually defended one of their creators in that way. Because, a few years ago, that was never going to happen, honestly. But to wrap this up, man, I'll ask you your closing thoughts on this. Let's be honest, this is so fucking stupid. This is dumb as hell. This is a horrible. He's offered the role.
It is not what they needed. It's not what they needed to have come out. It isn't going to help with them trying to sell people on signing up for, well, what is it called now? Max to watch the show,
which has
it's going to make people think but it's going to make people think that they're focusing on this and not the story. And the whole point of the series existing is to make something more true to the books.
And you can do it in a longer form.
Focus on the movie
had to cut stuff out.
You've got a longer format. Dude, I've said this forever about like comic book movies. I'm done with comic book movies. Give me a serialized 13-ish or episode like arc of a Batman story. Where you can develop the characters, you can develop the story, you can see him be a detective and do real work, and it isn't just a fucking action film, basically. You get some real character development. Same thing with Superman, dude. All of these things would be good in a longer format done this way.
I'll even ask you guys out there. I know Chaz loves Harry Potter. He was into it since he was a kid, read the books as they came out, watched the movies as they came out, as events with his mom. And I know a lot of people growing up love this series. I call it for nerds because that's what it is. It's for nerds and losers, not Chads like myself. But take it for someone like me. I was maybe going to give this a chance. You cast people like that, it's like, oh, well, I mean, it's like you develop such apathy for these things. You're like, why? I swear some of these guys just hate money. They straight up hate money, or they just like antagonizing people. And then they want to call you the racist for not liking their terrible decisions. Come on, guys. You're the ones that are going to pay for Max. This is what's funding the show. You don't have to like it if you don't. Don't feel like you're a bad guy for not liking the decision. Be honest here. That's what I want you guys to take away from the video. Don't feel bad if you somewhat disagree with a company's decision like this stuff. Because I know that ends up being a lot of the discussion when it comes to race swaps. It's like, well, you should be glad and thankful they're giving you something. No, they should be glad and thankful we're buying the shit. That is such entitlement for people that have these corporations cocked so far down their fucking throat. You guys have to know, if we don't buy it, there's no franchise. If people didn't buy J.K. Rowling's books, she'd be nobody. She would be absolutely nothing. Okay? So, but people that love the corporation are going to go out and defend it because that's what they got to do, because they're actually just straight up retarded. But, the Fantastic Beasts series didn't do well. No one cared about those because they kicked out Johnny Depp for the other guy. And come on, guys. Another Harry Potter controversy I want to talk on just a little bit before the video. Dumbledore. I mean, that character apparently wasn't originally gay, and then they made Dumbledore gay later on, or she said he was gay. It's like, is that a person that's going to the right, changing a character's sexuality randomly? She's not she's not on the right or conservative.
Never
guys.
was.
We just agree with her on the whole Troon subject because, well, we know they're mentally deranged. Everyone knows they're mentally deranged. They don't believe it because they're not sane in the fucking head. But all she said was like, men are men, and women are women, and men shouldn't be in women's spaces. Yeah, I agree. No fucking shit. Oh, she's the worst person ever. And oh, good Lord. I know she's probably going to watch this video because that's who she is. JK, why are you doing this? They don't like you. Pandering to them in this way is stupid. We're going to pander them and give them a black service. This is why women are not smart. They don't make any good decisions at all. And some of them are too empathetic and too sympathetic for people in general. They hate her guts. And she thinks this is her key back in their good graces. JK, you don't need them. You're filthy rich. Do whatever you want. But keep in mind, doing whatever she wants is doing this because she's involved with doing this. There's no way that she didn't offer this guy the role, or she had someone call the person asking for this. Checkmate. Mic drop. I'm the Riz Master for a reason. So, yep. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. All right.
Hey, where are the white women at?
All right. That's going to be a pain in the ass to edit at that exact moment, at that exact time when I finally put this up.
You were done. It's the end of the video.
Oh, Lord, man.
You know to stop just before that. Bam. Banger. But yeah.
I heard of that. That
she did.
But that wasn't a play.
That
I
was
heard
something that came up. She said
it
was in the play, and supposedly she envisioned Hermione with, and she didn't say black. She said darker skin and more.
Oh God! Oh no!
So could have been Indian. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
My dog.
What she meant there, but
a corgi.
That's what she do.
Wow. How you feeling?
Oh, there's a dog in here.
Oh, good Lord. In 1 second. All right. So are we going to be on for Sunday around the same time, like 8, 7, 7, 8? Are you going to be home this week?
Maybe. We'll see. I'm not going to be home this weekend. So we'll see. I might be back on Sunday, though. I'll let you know.
Okay. But if you are back on Sunday, what time do you want to do the show then?
Early-ish. I mean, not hella early, but like.
So like what, 7, 8?
Yeah, let's shoot for 7 your time.
Okay. Going up north, what are you going to do? Go to the North Pole?
No. Oh. That's too far north. I'm just driving.
Then, if you want to be creepy Van Piper, just buy a whole bunch of cakes and lick tree bark.
Or just go to a truck stop bathroom like he does.
Oh no, that's gross. That's actually disgusting. That's so nasty. Oh God, it's disgusting thinking about that. Horrible. The next topics we'll cover, because usually I have these on my notepad because I have a lot of them. I just kind of knock them off as we go on. All right, so let me knock off some of these topics we did here today. I guess the next ones we'll do are going to be even more bangers. All right, so we have J.K. Rowling is done. We got one done. All right. Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling are done. What else is there? We did. Okay, so we got one thing done out of this because everything else came up. Did we do George R. R. Martin? Yeah, we did. We could knock that down. The other ones I can end up getting done in more of a news video fashion if I need to. Just got to get the ultra giga bangers out of it. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here in another about 8 minutes. So, comic book hauls. Let's check what's coming up next week. Let me see.
What is dropping next week?
Let me see. I know the Batman Silent Night series is dropping weekly until Christmas.
Yep.
That I know.
The guys at the shop by me didn't know that, so they underordered on issue 2. Thankfully, the shop by my work had issue 2 today. So
at least you have shops next to you. I'm so jealous of that. Man, Lord, I gotta order my shit online from. And I love my comicshop.com. I do, but god damn, is that just? It'd be so much easier and less expensive than shipping to just go there, get the titles, and leave. Because when I got my pull list from Las Vegas when they dropped new titles that week, I just went there, got the issues, got them bag and boarded. I paid like $25. Way less money. God, that's the. Oh God, good gosh, man. All right, so what's coming out this week? Hi, Kitty. How you doing? Will me and Kitty have another one-on-one? Can she step into the ring with a black man? Will her husband get mad if she's talking to a black man and disown her? We'll never know. All right, Kitty, do you have any comic shops where you live in? Where's she live? She lives in like Saudi Arabia, right?
Is she on Rumble?
Dubai. Does Dubai have comic book shops? No, she's on X. She's commenting through there. I don't know why she just doesn't comment on YouTube, but it's okay. It's fine. Women logic, obviously. Give me a moment. Oh my God.
What the hell is that on Amazing
reconnect.
Spider-Man? Who is that?
Oh, they're doing this whole eight deaths of Spider-Man before they get to the new arc. I don't know or care.
Is this the end of Zeb Wells' run?
No, Zeb Wells' run
Pumpkin
ended
Hulk?
at issue 660 or 59.
So
or
this is
50.
Joe Kelly's run?
It's many to different people, I think.
Mm.
No, the writer on this one's gonna be Justina Ireland. Oh, good Lord. They're having different
I thought
people.
Joe Kelly was doing it.
One of them. Or no, he's gonna be doing one of the ongoing series that comes after this. I think I could be wrong.
Isn't that? I thought that was an ongoing. Isn't that just amazing?
Okay.
Oh, there's amazing.
Yeah, she says, I don't think we have many here. Let me check. She says, fine. Hi. She had longer hair then. You look so much better with longer hair then. Why the hell did you cut it? Good Lord. So this
There
was
it is. It is Joe Kelly on regular amazing.
Yeah, they're gonna have 8 different writers do a different version of Spider-Man dying. This is why how this book still sells is literally beyond me. How does this book sell? He did that one. Also, apparently he got a chance to do 2 of them. Zeb Wells. Yeah, Zeb Wells' run ended at issue 60. I was also younger there. That is true. So I guess he's off it after these 2 issues. He came into this 2 issues of Amazing Spider-Man, and that's it.
Who, Joe Kelly did? That's it?
Mm-hmm. Let's see if he's writing the next one. Oh, so I guess they're just having a different writer do 2 issues on this run right now currently. So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 different writers. So 4 writers on 2 arc. What? How does fucking hell, man? So stupid. Why not just have one guy just do the whole thing?
This is why we don't read anymore. Oh, he's back.
He's back. I hate this. Kill me now. Actually, just straight up kill me. I can't even follow what they're doing anymore. Initially, it was like different person each one. One person does 2. Now he just kill me now. Just actually kill me. Action Comics. I know I'm pulling that. What else is there? Transformers issue number 15. Is Megatron finally making his appearance?
No. I think that's
Soundwave.
Bruticus, bro. Hell yeah.
Soundwave finishes. Soundwave moves to finish the war with the Autobots, and all of Earth will suffer. Meanwhile, Optimus Prime and Wheeljack search for the answer to a mystery that may change everything we know. Wheeljack and Soundwave, they're the villains right there. When does Volume 3 come out? Transformers Volume 3, Combiner Chaos, trade paperback, drops May 27th, 2025. Oh, that's a long gap.
That's a huge gap. Why is that so long?
What? That's a pretty big... The gap between Volume 1 to 2 wasn't that big.
That's massive.
It covers issues 13 through 18.
That's just 5 issues. What the fuck? And Energon special, whatever. But that can't be right. That must just be a guess. Like, that can't possibly be that fucking long. They'll be way past.
They've never really been wrong with their... for League of Comic Geeks, they've never really been wrong with some of their date estimations. I mean, they might be. I've never seen them wrong on it.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, dude. Even Amazon has it listed for May 27th. Fuck. I can't tell.
Kitty says, yeah, these stores seem like they're very mainstream. Funko Pops everywhere kind of vibe. Well, what do you like specifically? I want people to read comics more. Maybe you grab like one book every month.
Funko Pops. Which if they do, it's not many, but they do have toys, but not much on the Funko Pops, which I appreciate.
Oh, this is what I'll show you from the Energon universe. I don't think you've seen it yet. This might be something you buy for like the kids or whatever. Well, you would buy this for yourself. One sec. I think I know why the tray got delayed. I think it has something to do with this. How do we call it? Transformers Volume 1. There we go. Kitty says, I'll go check one out sometimes. A lot of the time, it seems not many books are available. Yeah, because to be fair, don't you live in like a third world country? So even when you get stuff like that, it's probably really scarce most of the time. So it probably just sells out instantly.
Yeah, dude. Well, no, dude. The new issue racks, like at the shop nearest me, if you're not there first thing in the morning, it's pretty thin. They don't order a
Yeah,
lot of
it makes
extra
sense.
shit.
Yeah. Is Professor done the
It,
B and the B
it's
Day
got to be
stream?
really big.
He's on Rogues Gallery. I don't know when Rogues Gallery ends. I start at 7, so it starts about a couple of hours after Iron has a show.
I'm probably not going to make Rogues
I don't know
tomorrow.
if Iron's even having a
'cause I'll
show
be
tomorrow. So
driving. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's got. I know
third
he had some
world.
shit going on.
Is
So I'm gonna
Dubai
reach
not a
out
third
to.
world country?
I'm gonna reach out to Iron and see what's going on with Rogues tomorrow. But no, I'm driving out of town tomorrow, so
Oh, found it.
I will not make Rogues.
I found it.
Maybe I'll pop in on my phone and say hi, but because I got my new phone, such a great face cam.
You know, Wes from Thinking Critical really has been pushing the whole Jeremy Adams Green Lantern run. I got the trade for that. I have to read it. I know he's even pushing it hard. No,
Jeremy Adams.
This wouldn't make any look because here, we're first world here, sir. But yeah, everything is imported, so it takes a while. Yeah, that's probably the reason why it sells out very well. Because by the time you guys,
Where is that at?
Because I heard for certain places like Brazil and places where Kitty lives, that to get things past customs, it takes a while. So by the time they're getting, so like let's say how we're getting books weekly here, they're probably getting books that are probably 2 weeks before. So they're like probably consistently behind.
Yeah.
Kitty sending messages from her fourth world internet.
Fourth world, damn.
Oh,
it's pretty down there.
Did you hear about this? The Transformers Deluxe Edition Book 1. So let me make this bigger. So if you guys didn't want to get
collection or something,
yeah. So if you guys didn't want to get the first trade, which you should, in my opinion, I think it's one of the best things I've read in a long time. This is the Transformers Deluxe Edition Book 1. It has issues of Transformers 1 through 12, and I know they're going to be doing this for Void Rivals and G.I. Joe as well. So Void Rivals gets one, and then Codename G.I. Joe is here too. These are this one's gonna have Duke and Cobra, I heard. So this collects Duke 1 through 5, Cobra Commander 1 through 5, and material from the Energon Universe specials. This is basically the free comic book day shit. And then Void Rivals is probably issues 1 through 12 and the free comic book day shit. I haven't read Void Rebels yet. I have it. I just haven't read it yet. I heard it's the weakest of the books that are out from this
it's
line.
Interesting, and it's using a lot of nostalgia bait from Transformers to keep you interested in the story. It's not bad. I got volume 2. I'm going to read it. I'm going to see where Kirkman's going with it because I don't know.
But hard. Man, that looks good.
Yeah,
I know I already have this stuff, guys. I become that guy I said I would never become. I'm basically the guy that rebuys the same shit he already has if it's in a better format. And to be fair, you're kind of upgrading from a trade to a hardcover anyway, just by that line of.
It's interesting. How much does it include, though? Is it basically everything up to that point?
This one right here just collects the Duke and the Cobra Commander series.
Books? Oh. So it's got 2 trades, so it's putting 10 issues together. Okay. It makes sense. There we go. What? I was trying out this how this looks for my phone. Here, drop this one out and bring up the other one. Now drop the first one out. There we go. See, look, there I am.
It looks like shit.
How's my camera look? Does it look bad, really?
No, it looks fine.
It's supposed to have a really nice front-facing camera. This is my phone. So the lighting is actually a little better. It's not quite so dark. Good. See, I can use this to pop in while I'm traveling sometimes.
Kitty says, I'm going back to South Africa in a couple of weeks. Then it'll be fourth world 5G. Holy shit. You're leaving for Christmas, Kitty. Nice to have fun. Be sure to attend MSK's birthday stream. I don't want women here. No women. I'm actually going after Christmas. We'll be with my family for New Year's. Hell yeah. Maybe she will stop by tomorrow when I have a bunch of hot ladies on the stream. You know? Maybe.
What ladies are coming on your stream?
Hot ladies. Extremely hot. Like smoking hot babes. So obviously not tiny. But
I was just going to say so tiny is being nice to you for your birthday.
Wow, she's gonna give me pity sex. Hell yeah.
No, I was just saying show up and talk to you.
Good
If that's what
lord.
pity sex is,
Wow.
you won't feel bad.
I thought for my birthday no one would roast me, but apparently I was wrong.
Bro, you're always going to be roasted. That's the name of the game.
This art on these big edition books that just looks so good, man. Look at that background. Look at that drop. Oh my god, I can't. I'll
No, they
rebuy
look
this.
good.
I don't even care. It comes out May 13th, and
No, 1 through 12, 12 issues. Nice.
and Duke
A
is
good
in
chunk.
June.
I'm not rebuying it.
But one thing is, why is that trade coming out so late?
Makes no fucking sense, dude. That's kind of frustrating.
Unless
Maybe that they're just selling too many trades and they want to get people into the floppies. I don't fucking know. They're gonna. I feel like they're gonna wind up moving that up, dude. That's an insane amount of extra time. Like that's crazy. That's like 6 fucking months.
the birthday
More.
is gonna for I don't know if this is gonna be for your time, but we'll still be going by the time you wake up or whatever. It'll be 7 p.m. PST. So I don't know how that translates into like Dubai time, but I'm pretty sure we'll be live by the time you wake up anyway. So I miss the days where we would see MSK on stream with Kitty and they'll be wearing both the same gray tank top. Yeah, her boobs are like kind of small, I think. I've never looked at them extensively because I respect women, but you know, when she had the gray tank top on, I was like,
Bruh.
hey, yo, girl's looking kind of good. But you know, I meant it in the most respectable way possible, you know?
Negro, please.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Amazon has this for that's crazy. Because the previous one came out. Okay, so it came out then December, blah blah blah.
A couple weeks ago. Like
Stupid.
a little bit ago.
Dumb.
It was recently, but that's gonna be like half a year's worth of wait. That's fucking nuts, dude. They must be trying to put more distance between current issues and the trades.
That has to be the only reason, yeah. Because they sell very well. Oh, we have to look at the last thing we have to look at before we go.
All of them do. All right.
MSK's boobs look better. And I'm like, no, why are you lying to me? It's okay. I like small boobs. Small boobs are fine. I like ass better anyway. The sales for November. Did we do graphic novel sales? Let's do that. Okay, so I already have the topics laid out for Sunday. Those are going to be epic bangers. Graphic novel sales. And you said 7. So we'll shoot for that. Let's do. What month are we in? What fucking month?
December.
This is December.
The last month, bro.
Oh, this is
There are
December.
no more months now.
There's no more months. It's over. It just restarts.
You're all out, bro. It's all done. It's going to be a new issue 1 again.
Sales. Here we go.
Oh,
Top 20
Transformers
graphic
topping it
novels.
out.
2024 November.
Yep.
Here we go. Here's our top 10.
I wonder what the volume was on that too. This is what's missing here. I want to see how many copies of that sold versus floppies of other shit. But yeah, there's no surprise that was going to top out at number 1.
Do you think it's
Spider-Man Volume 1
Married with Children?
actually
Yep, number 2.
Didn't beat it. I bet you that one was close though, but those two deserve the top spot. Those are easily the best written things out. Compact comics of Batman Hush. Okay. Something is killing children from Boom Studios. I don't know what the hell.
I've heard of
is.
that. I have heard of it. I haven't checked it out, but I heard it by name.
Court of Owls in number 3 still. I bet you last month it was there, dude. It was good. I finished it.
It's really good, isn't it? It's really good.
It was pretty good, dude.
Imagine going from that to where they're at now. That's a pretty big drop off.
Yeah.
You have Batman Court of... Okay, so you have Transformers Volume 2, Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, Batman Court of Owls, something is R. Kellying the Children, Batman Hush, Scarlet Volume 1 there. That's pretty interesting. Ultimate X-Men, DC versus Marvel Omnibus. Yeah, that's been selling very well. The Jim Lee cover.
Yeah.
I don't like the Jim Lee cover. I don't like the Jim Lee cover. I like the George Perez one better. The main direct cover looks way better, but I love Jim Lee's art, but that one didn't really grab me. We called them Giant hardcover, and the Watchmen compact comic actually didn't sell very well in October. It actually jumped.
Dude, it's been around for
20.
so long. so many people have that, dude.
But
Everyone, and I'm
last
not
month,
rebuying that in a small format.
but last month it was last, and it jumped up to be
Wow, Destro at
Destro,
11. Nearly
All-Star
all of the
Superman.
Skybound books in the top 10, dude.
Good night, Kitty. See you later.
Later, Kitty.
DC's Finest, Batman in Year 1 and 2.
Look at Last Ronin is still fucking in there. God
Where-
damn.
Where's it at? Oh, you're
Still
right.
there,
Yeah, it's
dude.
here. It's dropped. It's when that's a low drop, but it was top 5 forever, so that's fine.
Yeah, dude, it was literally forever. It was up there for like 2 years.
Top 5, yeah. In 1 sec. Okay, so that's
It shows you that there's
graphic
definitely been
novels.
a change in the market that the big
Usually you
two are
don't see
actually
omnibuses here though.
putting out shit.
I
that's
also because
that's an expensive one.
Understand, this isn't the amalgam universe. This is the crossovers they've had that were just fun crossovers. So the amalgam
not
one
even just
comes
that,
out
dude.
this month.
Imagine that, dude. $150 fucking bucks, and it moved that kind of volume to be there.
People,
They made some money on that.
I bought it
for sure.
I know I did. I have to go and try to get this Harismet video done. Good night, WZ.
Coming up on MSK's W's. We all can't wait.
Yep. MSK risen up win women for 7 minutes and 30 seconds straight. That's the bet. That might be the highest view video he's ever did because I'm a genius at making titles. But I don't really see omnibuses up here ever. I mean, they probably have been here, but I've very rarely seen them, honestly. Teen Titans, All-Star Superman selling well. So the only compact comics that aren't up here is the other ones that were just like kind of okay and no one really.
That Green Lantern one, I had no interest in that.
So Green Lantern, Catwoman,
at all.
Birds of Prey, Joker,
yeah,
America's Vampire Card Room, like
whatever, some of those things weren't going to hold the test of time. I think Court of Owls and Hush sticks on there for a while though.
Okay, so let's do not comics. Oh my god. Sales for graphic novels, the top 50 comic books for November, top 10.
Absolute
Superman.
G.I. Joe at number 3. Wow.
I
a little higher,
DC
but
finally got a book in the number 1 spot. It's been a hot minute.
They had to launch a whole new fucking universe to do it, but there you go.
G.I. Joe being number 3 makes sense, but I would think it would be. I mean, people need to factor this in.
I would have thought G.I. Joe would be number 1 or number 2. That was one where the speculators might be onto something, and I'm not just saying that because I myself grabbed a few extra covers that looked really good. But there were interesting, well done variant covers that were worth getting. That if this picks up and holds that, if it can do what Duke was doing and what Transformers was doing and what Cobra Commander was doing, those issue 1s are probably going to sell well, but it's not going to be until issue 3 that we start seeing people being like, oh shit, I need to get issue 1. I missed it.
Okay, because that's the thing is, I love G.I. Joe to a certain extent. I do kind of have some knowledge of it, but I like the concept of it. But if Batman and Superman ever have like relaunches of number 1s and number 2s, like come on, Batman and Superman are just way bigger of a hitter than these guys are.
Yeah.
But it being at number 3 is not bad. It's still top 5.
No, it's still really good.
Ultimate Spider-Man at number 4, being on issue
still
11.
Holding out, dude. Wild.
What's insane.
Holding it down, dude.
This is how you know Marvel fans are absolutely just the most loyal people and are abused constantly. Because Marvel fans, they'll collect a run all the way through every single issue because it's the same with the MCU. They're like, you know what? At some point, it'll get good again, dude. At some point, it'll be back to where it was before. That's their mindset. So they don't want to drop a single issue in it because when it does start getting good again, they'll be like, I have everything. Marvel fans, you guys are insane. But hey, I admire the loyalty. I really do. You guys are just fucking retarded. Absolute Wonder Woman. Justice League Unlimited at number 7. That's for a Justice League book? You'd think it'd be number 5. Number 7? Top 10?
I blame that 100% on Mark Waid, dude. That's Mark Waid.
I haven't heard that much good
word about it. I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not even gonna look at it. Fuck Mark Waid. That thing's gonna drop off of the top 20 by issue 3.
Aliens vs. Avengers. I I read issue 1. People can go check out my review. It wasn't bad. It was just a little misleading and on like various things. But this book's been a lot of Jonathan Hickman stuff as far as like Wolverine Revenge, and this has been constantly delayed. Are they moving him? I don't know if he has issues with them right now or whatever, because his stuff keeps getting delayed.
I think he's just too overworked, dude. Wow, Ninja Turtles and Naruto. I thought that might pop a little higher than that. But
it's fine. TMNT Naruto 15. Transformers at number 14 is weird. They're on issue 14 and they got the number 14 spot. Okay. Guess that's how life works. What else is here? Batgirl number 1. Absolute Batman down here at 17.
Reprints, but yeah.
The Noir edition. Yeah, people like the Noir editions. I don't. If I already have the first, I don't need to get another version of it. It's fine. And Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Storm. No one talked about the last Halloween thing they were gonna do. It's just been constantly falling off.
It's been out. I haven't looked at it. I don't. It just feels too cash grabby.
Deadpool number.
I mean, Jeff Loeb is back in it, but without Tim Sale, I don't know, man. Without both creators back, it just doesn't
October
have
2024 Circana book scan. Okay, what's here? Okay. Let's just for all this other stuff. Oh, My Hero Academia number 1. My Hero Academia volume 39. Yeah, volume 40 is coming out, and the ending that people thought there for My Hero Academia, they thought they got that. It's not that. No, they have another chapter that came out for a bonus chapter, a little bit of epilogue that had the actual ending, and it was amazing. And I can't wait to get volume 40 because I have most of the series already. So I'll get volume 40 when it drops. I have that. I have that book. It's over there. That one is. You can probably find that at Walmart. I actually found that at Walmart and bought it. I was like, hell yeah! How about I pass this up? Okay. So Humans Kaiju number 8. Daniel blah 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 blah. They just reprinting Berserk stuff constantly from Dark Horse. One Piece Omnibus Edition Volume 1. Wait a minute. They sell it at Walmart. I saw that at Walmart for like $10. Are stores really still ordering that? I mean, okay.
Probably, bro.
If you buy a manga omnibus, the paper quality of the paper is a little bit more flimsy compared to the actual manga volumes. So is it that big of a difference? It just depends, honestly. You know, it's that what you're into, then sure. But apparently, yeah, One Piece is still getting omnibuses. Some series aren't. You after a certain point, after the omnibuses are over, you just get them in the single volumes. But yeah, that's it. We covered pretty much everything. So, do you want to plug anything beside my wife before we head out?
Bruh.
Nah, I don't. I've got the whiskey review advent calendar thing, but like this whole first week of December, between work and going up north, it's going to be me dropping 6 videos basically next week for the first week of stuff, and then trying to get caught up. I'm way behind, but it's just, still crazy. So nothing that I'm confident enough in my ability to get shot and edited. I did shoot the unboxing. I've yet to shoot any reviews though. So I'll promote it when I have actually got it rolling.
All right. So, as you guys know from myself, the comic book channel has recently just hit 100 subscribers. So, thank you guys for your support over there. More consistent content is dropping over there. I have 2 more videos that I'm going to be releasing. I have plenty of content we've already recorded, not just from the stuff that I did myself personally, but the stuff we did on these shows already. Constantly release that content for a little bit there. We are planning on reviewing Phenomenova number 1, Heroic Tales number 1, the Ripazine number 2 is in question, if we can do that in time. But if we don't do that, then the order is Phenomenova number 1, Heroic Tales number 1, and then we have the Horsemen. Those are the next comic books to review. I know you guys like those, but keep in mind when we do those, it's a thorough review. It's not something that people just throw up a 10-minute video in. And I like being more thorough in my thoughts, though, because I don't want to feel like I didn't say a certain thing when I needed to at that moment. I like having my thoughts fully fleshed out. And it also helps the writers, too, knowing a thought process of why you got to that conclusion as well. So more consistent content in a shorter time frame. and working on putting up the Iron Man podcast episodes on the podcast platforms like Spotify. And then after that, I'm going to upload these episodes from this show. So yeah. And then after that, my biggest goal next year is not just consistent content and being on time and everything. It's just putting out all of my pre-recorded content on YouTube onto Rumble. So all the pre-recorded videos we've ever done. That way, they're all safe and backed up just in case anything happens. Don't want to lose anything like before, which never happened. This is the first channel I've ever had. It was just a retcon that no one remembers. So yeah. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. And tomorrow for episode 90, we will be celebrating my 30th birthday at 7 p.m. PST. We're not streaming Friday consistently anymore. Okay? It's just a one-time thing for the special occasion. So panel shows, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. The show that we do, either it's on Tuesday or Thursdays, and sometimes maybe if he's home, Sunday. Banger topics as always. And comic book reviews are coming back. And in 2025, when work's slower because it's January and no one has any money and no one travels, he'll be at home doing dad casts that I can't watch because I don't have.
I'll be traveling in January, bro.
Really? Oh God, traveling in January?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Probably gonna be a bit.
Who travels in January? No one does. No one has any money. They're all broke from the holidays. Wow. Going to circus in Vegas, talking to those Indians. So, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show, and we will see you guys later. Have a great night, everybody.